veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh, la 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 la. 'Cause I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh, man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.
Yes, good people, big up to all of you. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Another edition of the Blue Morning Show, and I hope you all are doing well. As you can see, I'm still struggling with my voice, which was the reason why we didn't the show didn't take place yesterday, but I feel a lot better. Hopefully by tomorrow or next I'll be much better. And today we'll talk about We talk about Ian Maatsen. We talk about Michael Olise. We talk about Conor Gallagher. We talk about 19-year-old Argentinian centre back Aaron Anselmino. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. We talk about all the items we have lined up too. And as the show progresses, definitely I'm starting other new reports. New reports will emerge, and be rest assured, if that happens, this will be one of the first places you'd hear about them. Before we continue, pardon me, I'll take a sip of my coffee because it has some remedy in it for my voice, so I don't lose it completely by the time the show ends. Good coffee, by the way. But thank you for finding the time to join the show this particular morning, and we'll go straight to addressing the comments of the first people in the chat this morning. And I'm seeing interesting, and I see my bro here, Jude Mesole, the CEO. Excuse me, the CEO of Chelsea FC. Jingles, nice to see you. Good morning, coach, and everyone in the community. Ulysses deal is now making sense as Crystal Palace had completed the signing of his replacement in Diachi Kamada, um, Japanese. Yep, where I think we were linked with a move for him last season, or where the fans just mentioning him as one that would be a good signing if we're able to get the deal over the line. But that's fine. We thank you for that update. I hope you're coping. You said you went under the knife. I see you had a band-aid on yesterday. I hope you're doing better. And my bro's in the house, and this is Samuel Atogbo. Hi to you too, Mr. Samuel. I hope you're doing well. And we have my bro Nizayan from the Blue Clouds Media. Unfortunately for me, I can't scream this morning. I'm trying to manage my voice not to aggravate the situation. He says, good morning to you two brother legends out there, especially to my brother. Yep, my bro. Much love to you. Hope you're good. I can't complain. I'm keeping well, except that, yeah, school is over. How we got cold in the house, I don't know. Maybe after they went for a birthday party, and everything that happens to me, usually when it's healing, usually affects my voice. But I'll try to manage it and not to let it aggravate. But nice to see you, bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Prince King is in the house. Prince King, nice to see you. Good morning, coach. He says, in community, please, I want Olisa deal to be done as soon as possible. I will reach out to my contacts if you get my point. I have no contacts there, but I just want to I think we will get that deal over the line. Um, yeah, we'll get to that. It's one of the items we have lined up here, and we'll speak about it in detail once we get there. Hi to you too, Joseph Miki. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Thank you so much to all of you. Is Michael Olise going to sign for Chelsea? We'll talk about it in a bit. Joseph Miki, relax, enjoy yourself, feel at home. If this is your first time here, your opinion matters. Always ask a few just to keep it civil. But more importantly, I do hope you're doing well. It looks like I was able to sort out the reason why some of you were getting a blurry picture. So it looks, but I still, in terms of the lighting, it looks like I have a lot more work to do, but we're getting there. It's a gradual process. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. My bro, boom, said the house at Ibm CFC. Where is Kachi? Can you not see me? But big up, boom. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. We'll speak soon, bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have 59 people in total following the show, only 20 on X, and we have 12 likes. We should be doing much, much better than 12 likes. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Yes, people, go check out Zion's YouTube channel. My bro, he's in the house. He said hello. I'm quite sure he's dropped a like already. That there on the screen is the link to his YouTube channel. Let's go help him get to 10,000 subscribers as possible. I know we can. And Jude, a lot of people let my bro is saying, I think remedies work better with tea. Not sure though. Sometimes I do put them in my water. Coffee because I need it. It's 4 a.m. my time, and I woke up 2:20 a.m. That's usually when I wake up to start preparing, and in most cases had to. postpone the show if things are in order or aren't working properly. But that's why we keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. We will go straight to addressing the items we have lined up without wasting much of your time. We have quite a few, not too many, and but even if they're too few, we'll talk in detail for each item. We discuss each item in detail, thereby leading to us talking a lot about the little we have to talk. So keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. Well, I'm going to be switching to the presentation window here in a bit. Give me 1 second. And if you're in the chat, if you don't mind, please take a second to tell us where you're following the show from. We'd really appreciate that. I know Eben. I don't know if it matters to him if I say where he is following the show publicly, but I don't need to. For privacy reasons, just give me 1 second here. There you go. That's the guy I'm looking for. All right, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Any new comments in the chat here before I move on? And that's Joseph Miki saying we really need Michael Olise. I wouldn't go to the extent of saying really, but we do need him to compete with Noni Madueke. So we have two good players in that particular position. When one isn't playing, whoever comes in or comes on, whichever one is the correct way to phrase it, will do an equally good job, even an even better job. It's as simple as that, and that's how I see it. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Why am I seeing comments in the group chat already? I haven't seen anything. Then we have Patrick Joyce. Patrick, nice to see you. I'm quite sure you have a lot of updates for us today, and I'm quite sure people in the chat will be waiting to enjoy your updates as usual. Let's see what else we have here. We'll be switching to the presentation window proper. All right. Okay, the first item we have here reports about that's quoting David Onston. It's saying exclusive Aston Villa have agreed a deal with Chelsea to sign left back Ian Maatsen, and they're paying the fee is just north of the £35 million release clause. So what happened is this: the date that Dortmund had, which made the £35 million exclusive to them, had expired. So all the clubs were interested. Had the now have the it's still active. Now have the chance to come in with a higher payment offer to sign Ian Maatsen, and that's exactly what Aston Villa are doing. And we've been told that Chelsea wants a player in return plus the cash. It's not straightforward a bit, but I'm quite sure as the deal progresses, we get to understand more about it. And Aston Villa reports are that they're currently discussing personal terms with Ian Maatsen, and the plan is for both parties to come to an agreement in the coming week and next week or so. But it's a bit not straightforward. But from what we've seen and what we've heard, I think one could argue that the deal is almost done. He will become an Aston Villa player. The question now is what the player that Chelsea are going to get. That's what I'm not too sure about. As I said, it's not that straightforward. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I think he will be an excellent signing for Aston Villa. And clearly, we're selling him for profit to help us balance the books. And Patrick Joyce, nice to see you. Thank you. Go ahead with the updates. I'm sure the community members in the chat will enjoy it. Everyone, Tob, nice to see you too. To see you too. I hope you're doing well. Lisa with Madueke changes the game. It might win us 2 trophies. I mean, who says why argue against that? It's a possibility. Even if we don't sign Lisa, it's still a possibility. As long as we're in it, we have a chance. And until the league is finished, until it gets to a point that mathematically it's impossible, who's to say we're not going to win it? So it's as simple as that, really. But Tobias, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Big up to you too, Jay. Always nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And please, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. And quickly, those of you who are watching before one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat. Just know that we appreciate you. And that's because you watching alone does go a long way. But we want to ask you for one favor, one tiny bitty favor, which is to take a second and drop a like on the stream for us. And that's because the more likes we garner, the more the YouTube algorithm will be triggered and be forced to push the stream to more people who'll be interested in the topics we have lined up. Give me 1 second here. Still handling a lot of stuff. I think we're good with that one. So just go ahead. All right, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Right, let's see what else we have here. Okay. Patrick, Leicester City. Okay, they've announced their new manager, Steve Cooper. Why did they hire him? I think they could have gone for a better manager. I don't trust him, in my opinion. Big up to me, Kuchila. I greet you too respectfully. Well, we did well. I'm not gonna complain. I thank God. And yep, every day, any day above ground is a good thing. Good morning to you too, IB. That's a great business. So Chelsea Dortmund will be scrambling for a left back. And I did tell people when I saw that Dortmund were trying to get him lower the price, the asking price. I did tell people at the time that the owners they don't come across to me as the sort of people that you can bamboozle into selling a player for cheap when they know they can get a lot more by selling the player to another club. We've seen that with Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, the players. Excuse me. And oh my gosh, it's going to be a long day. The players that Chelsea fans at the time were screaming for the club to accept the initial offers from both Arsenal, Manchester United, and Arsenal, respectively. And and they refused. They got the exact amount they were looking for, even more than the amount that the Chelsea fans believe they'll be able to get for those players. Everton have agreed to sign Aston Villa player for 9 million. Yeah, I've seen that too. Please, guys, if you're in the chat, pay attention. Lots of good update from Patrick Joyce there. He does some research and comes with a lot of updates, including update for all the clubs, not just Chelsea Football Club. So yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. 82 people watching, 34 of those on YouTube. The rest on the X. We can do a better than 23 likes, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Right, what else do we have here? More and more updates from Patrick Joyce there. And Vicky saying, let's see, big up, coach. How's the how's the Are you ready for a full match? I think with the coffee I can cope. You see, it nearly I was there. I nearly called for the medics a minute ago. So, but a sip of the coffee with the remedy inside did help. It's not going to be easy. That's usually a sign that I'm healing from the cold, but I don't like the fact that it affects my voice. And I get angry easily when that's the case. Okay, thank you for that update. They keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. He will be an excellent signing. He will be an excellent signing for Aston Villa, and then we get to get money from there and use it elsewhere. So I'm happy for him. Maatsen leaving because of I think that's the case. Because had he played enough games at the time, I think it would be clear to the owners that he's a good player. But the owner, the RX, the way he handled Maatsen at the time was annoying. A lot of Chelsea fans weren't happy too. He's a good player, but RX apparently he prefers Eiffel Tower, so taller and muscular players. If for lack of a better language, there. What's going on with Conor Gallagher? Is he leaving the team or not? I honestly do not know. And if you don't mind, please try and keep the topic aligned if you want me to address whatever you have in the chat. Conor Gallagher's case is one that's also complicated. Um, like around, I think it was around December period or so, I was telling people that he stays beyond January. But beyond January, then I'm not too sure what's going to happen, and that's because it's common sense, really. He'd have just about a year left on his current contract, and the risk of him leaving as a free agent comes into play. And he will learn that he can earn a lot more if he lives as a free agent, or clubs will start offering him contracts, and he'd see that he'd be earning a lot more, probably nearly twice as much that he'd be earning if he leaves Chelsea Football Club. So I'd say 80% to 20% leaning towards him leaving Chelsea. And that's my opinion. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. You're doing a great job with the update, Patrick. Yeah, Patrick. Thank you so much for the update. There, you're doing a great job with the update. Who will Canopilas be playing in the Champions League? I'm quite sure he knows nothing about Canopilas, and I don't have the energy to laugh right now. All right, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. 24 likes. We should be doing a lot better than that. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up here, people. Right, and that's the most talked about player right now within the Chelsea community. You guys should leave me alone. I need to host a show, and I don't have. I'm not full of it to laugh as you guys want me to laugh. Mm. All right, Chelsea have already given their green light to match the 16 million release clause requested by Crystal Palace for Michael Olise. Man United does not wish to pay this clause, and I'm quite sure even what's the other club, Newcastle United, they're not going to try that, because I'm quite sure Olise's preference will be Chelsea over Newcastle United. If anything, Bayern, but I'm not sure Bayern will trigger that too. And that's just my opinion. But we'll find out. And we've been told that Chelsea are leading the race to sign Michael Olise, and we're close to making progress in terms of our effort to agree personal terms with the player himself. And there are other reasons. He wants to remain in London, we've heard. His brother is still at Chelsea. What's his name again? I can't remember his name, but Olise himself. And when asked, was an interview going around. That's part of a clip from an interview going around. When asked which club has had the most influence in his career, and he mentioned Chelsea. So we have the edge there, and hopefully we'll be able to get the deal over the line. And some rumors are flying around that Aston Villa, they've offered them a new contract with a higher pay, reminiscent of the you can say the same movie we watched last transfer window when we triggered his release clause. But here's the thing: there are conflicting reports out there. Some are suggesting that hasn't happened, but Fabrizio Romano is doubling down, saying that that's the case. But even at that Crystal Palace themselves still believe that Chelsea has the upper hand. And I remember Jude Messola, the CEO of Chelsea FC, Jingus, he said in the chat that it looks like the deal will go through, because he believes Kamada, that Crystal Palace, they've signed Kamada as a replacement for Michael Olise. But Kamada, doesn't he play centrally more than on the flanks like Olise does? I don't know, but thank you guys. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. And thank you for all the update, Patrick. Just tell us about Canopilas if you have that update. But I'm quite sure you know nothing about Canopilas Football Club. Leicester City went from a samba football to hoof hoof. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing: it could be a strategy. It could be a strategy, because the truth remains, I've been in this game long enough. You can say I've followed football long enough to use a more specific language to know that, in my opinion, that the newly promoted teams usually takes a while to settle and be steady in the Premier League. So maybe the plan is to uh, uh, um, you can say hire a manager that knows how to keep teams in the Premier League. But once they find their feet, they will now go for a manager that will entertain and at the same time win. Who's to say, what's his name, cannot entertain? We don't know. But that's just my opinion anyway. But overall, I think it could be a strategy. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I'm going to keep getting what we have in the chat until I come back to the panel to get uh, I come back to the panel to the presentation window to be more specific to address more of the items we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with the more likes, the more YouTube algorithm will be triggered and be forced to push this into more people who'll be interested. I was awake all night trying to figure out what has caused the picture to be as blurry as it's been, but it looks like I found it. Let's see anything else. Anything uh better get us some updates. I think Joyce will. He would do his research. The kid is good. I said it here a few days ago in the comments that the best move for Maatsen would be Aston Villa because the club is quite stable now. New Dortmund boss may not rate him. A company may struggle. We cannot tell. And his thing, I think Dortmund won him. They were still pushing to sign him even after the firing of the manager that led them to the Champions League final. But we'll find out. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. We appreciate you all. Olise is talking with Bayern. Easy, I didn't know. Newcastle and Chelsea and Palace. I think he is leaning towards Chelsea, but at what wage bill? This boy may be joining for over 150k, while Palmer is on 75k. And didn't we? I think we were told 2 months ago that Chelsea have started negotiations uh, to better Palmer's current salary. Yeah, so I'm not too concerned. Just sign him. He's an excellent player. And signing Olise for me uh, will be good. I think he will make us even better. I'd go to the extent of saying he'd make us title contenders. It depends on the striker we end up signing. But he's leaning towards us. That's good, and that's because yesterday I don't think Newcastle would trigger that release clause, in my opinion. Bayern, I don't think so. United are out already. They're not willing to pay that much money for him. I think he will end up joining Chelsea. And according to Fabrizio Romano, even after presenting him with a much better contract, Fabrizio Romano reports that Crystal Palace themselves believe Chelsea are leading the race. And I don't think he stays as Palace. In my opinion, forgive me to say that in all honesty, if he ends up staying at Palace, uh, for me, I think that would be reflective of the fact that he's stupid. He's not thinking straight, in my opinion, or just being a kid that he is. Why would he want to stay there? And has he forgotten about Wilfred Zaha? They will Zaha him very soon if he continues, if he prefers staying there. And Tommy Bryan is saying, "My United wouldn't pay 60 million. They win. They won't even pay a 10 million to sack Ten Hag." Wow, that's deep, really. That sounds believable. It sounds as if, yeah, they were reluctant to sack. They didn't want to sack Ten Hag because of the payoff fee. That may well be the case, and I hope he gets a 10-year contract so we can call him Eric 10 years. I like that one. I like that. I wish I have. You can say. Let me just use the term fitness. Wish I have the fitness to laugh, but my throat hurts. I can't. I'm losing my voice, so I'm going to be cautious here. It looks like it's going to be one of those days after the shows. I'll be walking around the house like I don't have a voice, and I can get angry easily like that because I don't want to talk. Yes, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes that you go along. We appreciate you all finding the time. for finding time joining the show this particular morning. Hmm. All right, some notice there from my bro. I will try and find out why that is the case. I'm not sure. Maybe I need to plug out my mic and plug it back in. But I'll find a solution. More likes, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go along where we have 31 likes and we are how many minutes? 41 minutes into the show, a total of 92 people watching and 39 of those on YouTube, but we can do much better than that. Yep, I'm doing great, bro. I'll say, yep, you're doing wonderful today. Your voice sounds a bit off. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is the case. A lot of we are installing a lot, some of which we want to use for watch alongs once the season starts. But it looks like I'm not good at it, but I'll figure it out. Yesterday was that the picture was blurry, but I'll find a solution. But thank you for that update there. And five Goodson Park will find okay, Everton will be playing in the Premier League for 2024 because the next season after that they will be moving to the Ducks, which is their new stadium. Okay, thank you for that. Alliance was still nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Yeah, I'm enjoying the Euros. What game was it? The Turkey. Who did they play against? I think that game was fire. I think another game. There was another game which, in my opinion, I think did he end in a draw? Which one or 2-1? I can't quite remember which one. It's been good. It's been excellent. It's been you can say living up to expectation. Coach, I hope you added. Yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go back to the presentation window. To continue addressing the items we have lined up. Let's go. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Michael Olise, I'm excited and I'm confident that we're going to get the deal over the line. I'm not too concerned, really. All right, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And, yep, let's see. From the Michael Olise deal, we're still pushing, and this also it's not doesn't differ that much from the previous report. And this reads breaking: Chelsea are confident on the Michael Olise deal. They have had positive conversations with his camp. We've had positive conversations with Michael Olise's camp as we push to get him to agree personal terms. I think he ends up at Chelsea. Usually clubs don't say we're confident and all that. Bayern, yeah, they have every right to reach out and still try to talk with them. But we've been told that Lisa will make his decision soon. It could be him deciding whether to join Chelsea, Bayern, Newcastle, or maybe remain at Crystal Palace. We don't know what it's going to be. But if you ask me, I'm confident that we will get that deal over the line and he will make us much better. Hopefully, we sign the right profile of striker for the manager and you can say, yeah, we'll be title contenders. But that's just my opinion. Best game was talking about. Yeah, I think that was the game I was thinking about. It was fire. Yep, Georgia, they were good to Turkey. They shoot after from outside the 18, and I did say they're shooting. Two of the long range goals that they scored reminds me of Georgie Haji. Yep. Was it Turkey? Was it Turkey that scored? Yep, I think it was Turkey. No, it was the Romania game that I talked about Georgie Haji. But Turkey, they were good. Ada Guran's goal was delicious. Um, that was it was a very beautiful goal. Denmark versus England live on BBC One, kickoff of 5 p.m. Yep, I think that's 9 a.m. my time. I currently yeah, that should be 9 a.m. my time. Oh, I think so. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. 105 people watching, 51 on YouTube, and we're still on 34 likes. We should be doing a lot better than that, people. But John, nice to see you, John. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being a paid member of the community. I cannot thank you enough. So from Michael Olise, I'm going to move to the next item. But if you have anything else to add to the Michael Olise conversation, let's hear you. Do you think Chelsea will get the deal over the line? or do you think he ends up going to Bayern, Newcastle United, or do you think he stays at Crystal Palace? I don't think he's going to stay at Crystal Palace. I think he leaves Crystal Palace. The question is now is where will he end up? I think he ends up at Chelsea Football Club. But that's my opinion anyway. For reasons I've explained. Romania, Ukraine. I didn't watch that one. Romania, Ukraine was Romania, Ukraine. What? Not really. I think it was lopsided in my opinion. Ukraine was just keeping the ball. Romania, they were there to win the game. What? Second best maybe. Uh, but that's by the way. Yeah, it was. Was it okay? All right. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. Well, I appreciate you all finding it time to join the show this particular morning. 51 likes. We should be doing way better than that. And if you're in the chat, Tammy Dyer, Tommy Bryan, Vic, I know, excuse me. Vic, if you, oh my gosh. Vic, if you're watching, I know you've said something with regards to the reports out there. So the question to all of you there in the chat, and those of you that are watching, if you want to participate in the chat too, do you think Chelsea will get the deal over the line? I think so too. Most likely at work. Most likely at work. Sorry, guys. Excuse and apologies for that. But please keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go longer. We're getting closer and closer to 21,000 subscribers. We're currently at 20,773 subscribers. So 200 plus to get to 21,000 subscribers. I think we'll get there, and even 22,000 subscribers by the time the transfer window shuts. So if you have any more anything else to add with to the Olise conversation, you go ahead. It'd be interesting to see what you have to say. All right, this is painful, really. So the next report here from Chelsea Dodgers, also quoting Uri Luke. I don't know if how to pronounce that name. Apologies, and I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I'm sorry about that. He reads, Chelsea made a formal offer for 19-year-old Argentinian centre-back Aaron Anselmino. The offer is close to 13.3 million pounds. They have offered the player a 4-year contract. Okay, that's new. Tosin, I get it. Tosin is much older. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be coughing a lot into the show, and I'm shocked. 4-year contract, maybe with a plan to. I don't know. Maybe there are other clubs interested in signing the player. So I'm not sure why that we have changed really. But that's, by the way, I don't know him. So if you know him and you're in the chat, you can tell us more about him. But I'm quite sure for us to be offering that much money, that's probably good. Not every now and then that we get to watch Argentine league to that. Yeah, I don't know him really. I can't sit here and pretend that I know him. Right, but that's why we keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way, and as the show progresses, I'll be looking out, be on the lookout for new reports with regards to Olise's, Michael Olise's potential move to Chelsea Football Club. There's also Jhon Duran. There's also Omorodion. New item just emerged. It says negotiations between Ian Maatsen and Aston Villa over personal terms are progressing very well. So it looks like it's going to happen. And the question a lot of people have been asking since the report emerged that that we've agreed to sell Ian Maatsen to Aston Villa is the fact that part of the report did say that we've been looking to get a player from Aston Villa What player? I honestly do not know right now. So yeah, it's a good thing that it's progressing. We get a lot more than we had. We get a lot more fee than we had again assist release clause. So because the report says clearly did say that we get not of 35 million pounds, which is a lot more a higher fee than the release clause that has expired. I think these guys, they don't joke around. They had an expiry date, and Dortmund didn't pay that, and it expired. Now we're getting a lot more. Tamida is saying that the Olise deals possibility eludes me, to be honest, because these days, anything can happen, especially with the way Crystal Palace are reluctantly handling the issue with us. I just hope it doesn't end woeful. I'm not concerned, really. I'm serious. I think I'm confident. When I tell you I'm confident that we get the deal over the line, I'm seriously confident. I think that will be the case. 34 likes, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Let's get it to 100 likes as soon as possible. I appreciate you all. And Alex Marco Marbo is in the house. What's going on with the Olise coming Chelsea? I'm confident we'll get the deal over the line. And let's go back to that particular report there, which is this one here. Suggests Chelsea are confident on the Michael Olise deal. They've had positive conversations, I'm guessing, with him, because we were told that we were discussing personal terms with him. And the fact that we're doing that, I think, yeah, it's. I'm inclined to believe that his priorities, he prefers joining Chelsea over Bayern Munich or Newcastle United, or even remaining at Crystal Palace, if that makes sense. But thank you for joining us. And it says Aaron Anselmino would cost 14 million plus 3 million in add-ons in total. The 19-year-old has played less than 10 games for Boca Juniors. He's a defender who could also play as left back. Versatility right there. But what do you think of him? Have you watched him? Because I hardly watch Argentine leagues except during derbies, River Plate versus Boca Juniors, or those are the games usually I watch. If any Champions League team doesn't come with a cunning and a more appealing proposal, especially to Crystal Palace, I believe we should get the deal wrapped up. That's a release clause. If we can meet that, and if Olise agrees to join us, I think more importantly, everything comes down to where Olise wants to go. It's as simple as that. If you remember, I think I think the case of Caicedo, that Liverpool wanted to pay more. Either the case of Caicedo or Romeo Lavia, they wanted to pay more, but the player wanted to come to us. So everything comes down, more importantly, to where the player wants to go. Yeah, and you can force the player to join a club that they do not want to join. It's as simple as that. So I'm with regards to the Olise deal, I'm confident we can get that deal over the line. And Judy saying Fabrizio Romano said Aston Villa will add an academy player for us in the deal. Okay, that's that thing now. You pay us with a you can make payments to Chelsea Football Club with an academy player. But I have to say, with a good one. So if you can get money, money from them, get the 35 million plus, and still get an academy player, it's a good deal in my opinion. I'm not going to complain too much. You get that? So keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with, but it's funny, really. You can pay us these days. You can pay Chelsea with an academy player, and they will take it. Given the model, they're planning to garner a lot of the young and up and coming good player, and with the hope of you can say majority of them coming good in the future. Okay. Yes, people, 41 likes. We can do a lot better than that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Let's get it up to 100 as soon as possible and shoot for 200. So we'll move on from the Michael Olise deal. If anything new emerges, I'll bring it up. And on the screen, we've talked about Anselmino. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce his name. All right. This talks about Chelsea expect to go into next season with as many as 10 homegrown players in the first team squad. headlined by club captain Reece James, Levi Colwill, there's also Ben Chilwell. I'm quite sure he'll still be here. Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke, Connie Chukwuemeka. That's six. Who else am I missing? Anybody there? But I can't quite remember. But keep dropping the likes on some people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see what else we have here. Give me 1 second right there. I'm gonna do. All right, the next item we have here is from Blue Class Media. Serbia have threatened to pull out of Euros 2024 over chanting over chanting between fans at the match between Croatia and Albania on Wednesday. Wow, fans' behavior. But thank you for that update. And Vikas in the house, Vicky saying Olise's agent was given 6 months of ban because he included a 10% cut on the future transfers in Olise's last Palace deal. The ban starts in October, so Olise would need to move now. Ooh. That person must be a greedy, whatever comes to mind, but I'm not going to say it here. Wow. Summer agent, that's the sort of, you can say that reminds me of the sort of, what's the term used for it? When, again, a lot of young Nigerian players were eager to move to Europe, they were signing what termed at the time, I think, slave contracts, just move to Europe, and the agent will be earning nearly everything they're making from the club, and they will finish their careers and still be poor. Or be driving taxi somewhere else. And people, once again, go and check out my bro's YouTube channel, Knee Zion. The link is there. Let's help him get to 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I appreciate you all. The command, you can actually trigger the command yourself. It's just !BCM, which stands for Blue Clouds Media. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have a lot of young homegrown players, really. That's not a joke. In the first team. And this talks about Pedro Lima. Houston, I think, who was it? I think it was my who was that? I think it was Greentoff, or who they talked about. What's his name again? This kid on the screen, Josh Achibong, being a good player, as good as Pedro Lima. But the difference is that Lima, he's been given opportunity to and allowed to make mistakes. Was he the kid that came on during one of our games towards the end of the season and didn't look out of place? He made one block actually and a clearance also. So this is saying Pedro Lima is choosing between Wolves and Strasbourg rather than Wolves and Chelsea this summer, because Josh Achibong is viewed internally as being in front of him. But Houston, um, the default perception, for lack of a more specific term there, the default perception will always be that we're signing him. We're signing him because he's better than Achibong. It turns out, as we're seeing on the screen right now, that was never the case. He was viewed as second to Achibong, and that's good to hear because that settles a lot of nerves. You can say settles a lot of argument. Some arguing why we're paying that much money to sign him when we have him. Well, it takes greed to be rich, if you understand what I'm saying there. Yep, it does take greed to be rich. You have money, but you want a lot more, if you get my point. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. So the fact that we have good players doesn't mean if we get the opportunity to sign more good players, we're not going to sign them. We keep signing good players, even if we have a million good players. That's what big clubs do also. We have a total of 123 people watching, 61 on YouTube, the rest on X. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Let's get it to 100 likes as soon as possible. And Vic is bringing up the name of the agent in question. Let me see if I can get it. Sorry, I had my camera off. His name is Glenn Tueneboa. Glenn Twenoboa. In case you want football legend. I'm just lazy, but maybe I have too much at the same time. I'm looking to get that license. Vic, I don't like you anymore, and I have to be honest with you. Oh my gosh. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go longer. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Um, are you serious? This update on Olise's agent? Which means, again, if they don't want him to get that 10%, they'd sell him now. So, which means that I think they'd be eager to sell him or keep him. We have a lot of homegrown players better than Pedro Lima. Yeah, I'm glad that this report confirms that's the case. And please go check out My Bro's YouTube channel. He streams every evening, usually around 4 a.m. and up my time. Everyone go and subscribe to Chelsea FC Jingles. Let's help him grow. Link there. Please go subscribe if you haven't. It doesn't cost anything. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, the ban starts in October, so Olise will need to move now for the agent to make money, or he can stay jobless until until 2025. So basically, if Olise wants to do him a favor, now is the time to move, right? Yeah. But if Olise feels hard done by, he'd say, no, you're not getting it. You say, no. Oh, let me read that again. Let me read that again. Hold on. So Olise will need to move now for the agent to make that money. Oh, so if Olise moves now, the agent gets that money. So, but I don't think Olise would pay too much attention to that. If anything, he can get clubs to pay the money from. You can say, foot the 10%, if that makes sense. I think that was a deal, a player we wanted to sign. The rumors were that we considering whether, I think it was Rafael Leao who had an issue with his former club, and the rumors at the time was that we were willing to pay that a fine to sign them. So, but I'm not sure that. Let me just move on from that anyway. More likes, people. More likes. We have 48 likes, and we have 62 people following the show. And X, let's get the likes up. Let's try and get 200 likes today. Thank you for that. Wally Waldo is in the house. Don't know Archibald was a right back. Yeah, I think even I don't know him, but I remember his Ken. I think it was I think Constantine Dante that educated me on his profile that he's a right back, and I think he wasn't he. Who was that played one of our games that a lot of people were singing him praises that he didn't look out of place, even though he was the youngest on the pitch under Mauricio Pochettino. Wasn't he the key that came on and did well? That's nice. You don't think that might as well give Crystal Palace more bargaining power since the cut spells a significant slash in the purchase? That may well be the case. Lead to them asking more, or telling clubs if you can foot that, pay extra so we can get a lot more. That's fine. For Olise, you mean okay? Yeah. But big up to you too, Ty. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show, and all your profile videos, player profile videos are doing very well. You can share the link to the latest in the comment section so that people can go check it out. How many likes we have? 48 likes in total. People get the likes up. More likes. The aim is to get to 200 likes today, and I think we can. But it's up to you. So we're gonna go back to the presentation window. We'll come back here again later on if you like that. If you like singing your comments on the screen. Let me be more specific there. So we have this one here. This says that Chelsea would try to sign the potential superstars of tomorrow at a lower cost, develop them in the right way, and retain them. Yes, then this part is clear. But a lot of people think what they plan to do is to flip players. And I've told them I don't think that's the case. But probably, most definitely, some will be flipped because we can't keep them all. Even if we end up having, let's say, 10 million sister clubs, or satellite clubs, whatever language you prefer, there still be the need to sell some players because some of them will push to leave the club. Some of them signed with the aim of getting to don that blue shirt, and if that don't happen at a certain point, they will look to leave. Yep, some of them will look to leave, and some of them will just decide they're not good enough and decide to sell them. It has been happening for years under Roman. It's just that Roman didn't spend as much money as we're spending currently on young players. That's just the difference. If you get it. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. This is saying that I think the problem is that we have a pretty decent right backs coach. I honestly think that's why players wouldn't like to come for that particular position. If Reese Gusto, if Reese wasn't here, that story about Lima would be completely different, in my opinion. I don't see a situation where I don't see a situation where I don't see a situation where let me say that if Reese Augusto wasn't here, the story about Lima would have been different. Even at that, I don't see Lima at his age and his experience join the team straight away. Maybe he'd have hope that join us with the hope that after a few loans out, you can say after a few loans here and there, that he'd get a chance to be the number one right back. Big up, coach. Big up to you too, Bobby. Nice to see you. So, Blueco is now saying it's not sustainable to buy players at their peak. Remember, you're missing something there. And pay premium. Yeah, and pay a premium for each time they sign a player like that. So it was not sustainable to buy Chalobah at 26 while we use Brighton logic magic. I think times have changed, in my opinion. I get your point, but times have really changed. But big up, bro. Always nice to see you. I get your point, really. It makes sense. But times have changed. We don't have the luxury to spend as much money as we were spending at the time and not get into trouble, if that makes sense. Even right now, I think the salary of the wage bill alone can lead to us scrambling to not get into trouble from a financial perspective. I read a report that Madrid still want Rich James. I don't believe that, and I don't think the owners would look to sell him right now. But I think they'll be paying attention. They'll be concerned with regards to how often he's been out injured. I think that would be a serious concern. But right now, I don't think it will be much of a concern for them. But if we go into next season and he's still, you can say he comes on, plays 30 seconds stays 30 seconds on the pitch, gets injured again, I think they will start considering his future. Yeah, that's because they didn't spend anything to buy him, but if they can flip him for cash because he hardly stays with, I think they will. You're correct. Just is the guy that had one debut under Pochettino and did very well. Yep, a few minutes, but he did well. In my opinion, it is for when Carvajal is passed it for his replacement. Okay. The only thing that has changed is Chelsea's ambition. Okay, if that's what you want to believe, we're not now fully a development club. That may well be the case, but I don't think that's the case. But you have every right to believe that's the case. And please, let's keep the topics aligned. I don't want to get exhausted by the time we get to the end of the show. I like to interact with you. I like to debate with you. I like to challenge your opinions, and I like to see you challenge my opinion too. That's why we have a show. But the truth remains, if the topics aren't aligned, it can be exhausting, and I'm only a human being. But thank you, Bobby, for all your contribution there. I appreciate that. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up. We move this one here. It talks about Chelsea are spending 6 times or more than the previous owner on youth recruitment and intend to scale that approach up. Money is not solely going into transfer fees on promising teenagers. They are continuing to build their global scouting and data analytics data analytics teams. Okay, thank you so much for that. Let's see what else we have here. NX Gimfi, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're good. I hope the case is that you've been busy and that nothing bad has happened on your end. Nice to see you back here. 52 likes. We should be doing way better than that. 117 people watching. And we have 47 on YouTube. On the rest on X. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Let's get it to 100 likes as soon as possible. I think we can. I'm confident we'll get the deal over the line, but that's not to say certainly that's what's going to happen. That is just, you can say, my opinion. I've looked at some factors and has come to the conclusion that I think we get the deal over the line. Have you heard the Todibo news? By the way, Coach, Man United cannot buy him. Do I think we should go for him? I think we have enough centre backs, in my opinion. How you did? I know Stephen Only, I did fine. No, I did fine, and thank you. How you two there? I hope so you did fine. Openda is coming to Chelsea. Uh, we will see with the reports again on his future, on his possible on him possibly joining Chelsea emerged yesterday. I haven't taken my time to look deep into that, but let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Nothing here, I'm guessing, and we have one more here, nothing here. So I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna go to Vic's window. Give me 1 second here. That's the reigning, the trending joke right now. Let me go here because anything can happen these days on X. I'll come back to the presentation window. I just want to open a particular window before we continue. All right, people, 53 likes. Let's get it to 100 likes as soon as possible. Let's make it happen. Whew, just give me 1 second. Did somebody really change the temperature that I set this on? It's cold in here. It's steamy in here. Jeez. Holy jeez. All right. I just have to be fair with the setting for there are all this upsets here, and I'll be paying attention because my boy, chances are he wakes up very soon. Yep, Openda. Okay, let's see. How is Openda? I thought he was last 20. I don't know his age really. Keep dropping the likes. Okay, 24. Okay, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. Well, let's see. Uh, if anything new has emerged. I want to go back to the presentation window, but I want to take care of something quickly. And keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with 53 likes, and we are 1 minute 30, 1 hour 30 minutes into the show, and we have how many people watching in total? 122 people. 49 of those on YouTube. The rest on X. I'll get to that in a bit. All right, give me 1 second here. I want to do something. I'm missing something here. Okay, this is the guy I'm looking for here. And this particular guy too. Okay, I will get to that in a bit. Let's go back to the presentation window and start. We have this one here. This particular report says negotiations between Ian Maatsen and Aston Villa over personal terms are progressing very well. So we're getting some money there. 35 million pounds plus. That's a lot of money. Plus an academy player. That's not easy. I'll take that. Good business from us, by the way. Let me see. I want to think. King One. Where is it? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I'm gonna go back to addressing. I'm gonna open something I'm setting up before I use the other window the way I usually like to use it. Just give me 1 second here, people. I'll get back to you in a bit. And if you have any questions, go ahead, drop it in the chat, and I'll try to address it. And I'm gonna say what I usually say. If I see I cannot, I don't have the answer to your question, I'll pretend I don't see it. I'm joking, of course. I'll try my best to answer your question. And if I don't know, I'll just tell you that I don't know. I don't get arrested for saying I don't know what I don't know. And I don't like to pretend. So Ian Maatsen to Chelsea, to Aston Villa looks like it's happening. Whether that will lead to us triggering, you can say, re re-establishing maybe our pursuit of Jhon Duran. I honestly do not know, but we'll find out soon. Let's see what we have in the chat here. Address what people had to say here. Thank you, Coach. Your voice is sounding better as the show progresses. Thanks for the remedy and the coffee. Not crackly like at the beginning. Wow, that's you having a go at me right now. Keep dropping the likes and seeing people. Let's see what else. If you have, thank you, bro. If you have any questions, drop in the chat. Hasn't Openda played in the Premier League before? Or the taker, I don't know. Openda is the real deal. If they can go for him, his stats are for this past season were far ahead of Benjamin Sesko's. Okay, I'll look at it. Is he available? That's a question I'll be asking. I don't know. So we will look at his statistics in a bit. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's look at what else has emerged as the show progressed. This talks about it. I wonder what for you. Okay, this is just an opinion, not really anything. He was he didn't if his last game the last game he played for his country was an audition for his future. He didn't do well. That AC Milan president actually, was it who was started from AC Milan had to say something, but they still they didn't want to judge him based on that solely on that game alone. They still want to sign him. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Claire Lake and Todd Bowley do not believe it is a realistic or sustainable to target the world's best established players at the peak of value. Okay, it's not sustainable, really, which is why in most cases you see clubs sign one big name player and sign other players that are good enough here and there. But we move on from that. And if you have any questions, drop it in the chat, and I'll try to address your question. And if I cannot, I'll let you know. The best Cobham graduates will be challenged to compete with elite young signings for minutes, and those not regarded as being of that level will be sold. That has always been the case, and sometimes some players will push to leave the club. Also, some players will not be patient to be, you can say, to be loaned out one season after the other. I don't see that happening. Yeah, we've addressed that too. We will address that item too, and if anything new emerges, we will still address it. Okay, this is Mark Law, quoting Mark Law here, who says he thinks he so let me just read it as I see it on the screen here. I'm told Chelsea will do more deals for 2020, 2025, 2026. So a bit like Estavo, a bit like Kendra Pies. I do think we will see more deals aimed at 25, 26 as well. So whether they get a young or whatever he says next, I don't want to know. But if you have any questions or any other topic you'd like us to address, put it in the chat, and let's see what you have to say. All right, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We're getting closer and closer to 21,000 subscribers. Let's make it happen soon. Openda 24 goals last season. That's not easy. Yeah. I watched Openda in the Belgium match, and he completely changed that squad massively. I agree. I agree. Okay, your voice has improved as the show has progressed. At least I said to myself, "Who is this? Who's this care like version of the coach?" Okay, you got me right. Here's the thing. I think that's because I have the coffee here and honey in it. I think that has helped a lot. And I'll keep drinking it. There's still, I think there's still enough to that you can say that to lead me through the show, and I appreciate that. I want to see check all the accounts here to see if they have the foreign news. What if I click here to read more about Ian Maatsen? Okay, this is that's coming from yeah, this report here is coming from Axis Axis, what's it called? Axis artificial intelligence called Grok. So this is what he believes is the case with regards to our pursuit of Aston Villa's pursuit of Ian Maatsen. It reads Chelsea and Aston Villa have agreed. Okay, that's fine. That's a good summary actually. Chelsea and Aston Villa have agreed on a deal for the transfer of Ian Maatsen. Okay, a 21-year-old left back for a fee of 37.5 million pounds. Maatsen, who spent a time on loan at Borussia Dortmund, is currently in talks with Aston Villa regarding personal terms. The transfer is part of Chelsea's strategy to focus on acquiring young talents. Borussia Dortmund had shown interest in signing Maatsen on a permanent deal but could not meet the release clause. As part of the agreement, Chelsea is expected to buy an Aston Villa to get, maybe not pay for, to get an Aston Villa player possibly from the academy. That's a good summary from Grok. It's excellent summary, really. It did summarize it very well. And again, I'll be looking for more updates, and we can. And if you have any questions, drop it in the chat, and I'll try the best I can to address it. Yeah, we've breezed through all the items we have lined up here, and it was easy to breeze through them because it's just I and you, you in the chat there. There aren't any other panelists here that you say with their own opinion that extends the whole process. But that's by the way, this is saying 35.7 million pounds. It's really good. I'm not gonna lie either. And why do I say it's really good? Dortmund could have paid just 35 million and that's it. But they were looking to lower the asking price until um, the clause expired. So now all the clubs, so from I think it was how many days ago, other clubs had the opportunity to put in a bid, and there you go. He's headed to Aston Villa, and it looks like he will end up agreeing personal terms with them. But that's just my opinion anyway. Let's see. I'll keep you guys on this particular window while I look, if anything, to see if anything new has emerged. If Grok brings up more stuff that looks as good as that one, uh, we'll go to it. All right, and I want to show you guys a picture of Kanye West dressed like a masquerade from Ikorodu. I don't want that. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I think with this a new report here, we're addressing that, and we go back to Vic's main page. I'm going to go back to the presentation window again. All right, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. People, the likes will go along with 57 likes. Come on, the likes are very important. Yeah, it's a good price. Usmani Tolo Kamara, coach, I want to know if a Julian Alvarez deal is done. It's not happening. That's just my opinion. That's not me saying for certain. I think that's the case, but my opinion. I think the rumors with regards to him, to the possibility leaving, of him leaving, of Julian Alvarez, or maybe Man City was designed to remind City there will not be a shortage of a designed to leave better start ensure that he starts playing come next season. And I think that particular um rumor, you can say those rumors at the time, they've solved the intended papers. And I think the City, they got the message. So that's a warning. But if his situation doesn't change. If come 25, 26 season, he doesn't play as much games as he would want to, he'd ask to leave the club. After all, he's won the Champions League, he's won the Premier League with them. So I don't think we were, and nothing at the time suggested that we were interested in signing him. In my opinion, nothing said with authority that we were interested in signing him. In my opinion, but I have a Max in the house. Max, I appreciate you finding the time to join this particular morning. It looks like you're not at work today because you're usually at work at this time. But I, whenever I see you join, I like to make the most of the opportunity to hear you speak about Chelsea. I don't know. You have anything you want to speak on? You've heard us discuss that you want to talk about. But big up to you more
Can you hear me?
importantly. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. My headphones were playing up, so I'm just speaking up my phones. First of all, good morning. I can't stay long. I am
Okay.
working. I am working. I can't
Oh,
stay
okay,
long.
okay. I suspected that
But
was the case too.
yeah, but I felt sorry for you because you're all on your own, so I thought I'd
Oh
come in
no,
and say
thank you.
hello.
I appreciate that.
and
I appreciate
and
that, bro.
I really hope your cold gets better soon because, yeah.
I hope so too.
So,
It can be very annoying.
yeah. So it's been a while. It's been a while since I've come on, but obviously a lot's been happening, and at the moment there's a lot of we're in the rumour stage at the minute with a lot of
Mm,
these players. Elise, hopefully that one will happen. Palace are offering a new deal apparently, and they're throwing in 100 million release clause into that. Apparently, I'm not sure if you read that or reported on that one already.
yeah, I've seen that. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I've seen that, but
but
I don't think he takes it because he would
no,
just
it'll be
there was Zaha him, if you understand my point.
it'll be silly to sign a contract if they're throwing in 100 million because no one's going to be spending 100. He's a good player, but 100 million is quite high. So he'll just be sort of holding himself at ransom to Crystal Palace if he was to do that. Because okay, they had a good end to the season, but we just don't know what will happen to Palace this season. Can they carry on that form of last season? And even if they do, are they realistically challenging for a European spot? And his abilities, he deserves to be playing higher level football. Um, so let's hope we can pull this one off. So for what I'm hearing, we're talking to him about personal terms, and it seems to be just us. And he wants to stay in London, from what I'm hearing as well. So
So you think Bayern doesn't? We shouldn't be
I don't think he'll go to
concerned
Bayern.
about Bayern and Newcastle.
Can Bayern even afford him? The thing is, Bayern are haggling over the fee for Jonathan Tah at the moment. So um, whether they've got the money to afford him, I don't think he wants to go abroad anyway. His brother's with us as well at our academy.
Yeah.
He just signed a new contract, and we were very close to signing him last season as well. And the fact that he knows that we want him and we haven't given up our pursuit of him, hopefully that would hold us in good stead. He can come back home where he started at
Mhm.
Chelsea, and yeah, so I think if we can get that one over the line, that'd be good.
Yeah, and
The-
just quickly, if you still have time, I wanted to
Yeah,
ask you because you weren't here yesterday when we had that conversation. What do you make of our first 5 games of the season? Are you concerned? For me, I think the City games,
you
the
know,
worst we can get from it will be a draw, and I'm confident we're going to win the subsequent 4 games after that, in my opinion. But let's hear your opinion on that. Some people weren't happy. Bobby definitely wasn't happy. He thought that was it was a deliberate thing maybe by the FA just to get Chelsea. You know about how much Bobby loves Chelsea, and he speaks when he talks
I,
about that.
I
Yeah.
know, I know, I know, I know.
Mhm.
But you know what? For me, the best time to play Manchester City is at the beginning of the season. If you look at their record, early they usually turbo boost in the second half of the season. That's when they
Mhm.
go on their runs. If you look at the most of their defeats throughout the times when they've done the four-peat or whatever you want to call it, the back to back to back to backs, they've always lost 2 or 3 games in the first part of the season, and they always go the second half of the season practically unbeaten. So for me, this would be the best time to play them because we're at the beginning of the season. You get some weird results, don't you? So
Mm-hmm.
form isn't really in taken into consideration right at the beginning of the season. We've got a very, if you look at our start, we've got a very, very good start to opening games of the season. I think the last time we lost one was against Burnley. Remember when, was it Antonio Conte after we won the league? We had that shock 3-1 defeat against Burnley, but we had two men sent off in that game, if I remember. But our opening day record is fairly good. So I'm not worried about the Man City game. We've got to play them at some point. Doesn't matter if we play them at the beginning of the season or the middle, we still got to play them.
We might as
And
well play them in the beginning of the season and
exactly,
get it over with.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. So, you can look at a fixture list and think, okay, you're going to win that one, draw that one, win that one, win that one. But you just never know. You don't know how our teams are going to start. Because, like,
Mm-hmm.
for instance, is it Norwich we got as well? We got one of the promoted teams, haven't we? Well, in the first five, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't got it on me at the moment, so I can't remember who the first five were. But uh, it's difficult to say, It depends on how good a pre-season we have, how well prepared we are for the season. The fact that we got to play in the Conference League as well. We've got two games in the Conference League,
Mm-hmm.
so those should get us up to speed as well. And going on from the first five games, I do believe that we've got some good fixtures. I'm not sure if it's done deliberately, because every time that we play in the Conference League, that's followed up by a game at home. I'm not sure if you picked up on that one from the fixtures. So we've always got a home game after we've played in the Conference League, which is good.
Mm.
So we don't have to do any travelling afterwards. But as I said, pre-season's really important. If we can get our players fit and ready and rearing to go for the beginning of the season, then we should be okay.
Yeah, much appreciated, Max. If there's anything else you want to talk about, it's up to you. I'll allow
Yeah,
you
just
space.
touch on quickly. Sorry about the traffic, by the way, because I
No
usually have my
worries, no
headphones
worries,
on. So
no worries.
um,
The sound is
I just
actually
want to
clear. Go
quickly
ahead.
touch on the Duran situation, the striker
Mm-hmm.
situation, because I know a lot of people are not happy with that at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because and there was that guy from Atletico Madrid, who, to be honest, I've never even heard of until yesterday.
Omorodion.
Sam Omorodion. Yeah, I can't say because I can't say I know anything about the player. I'd be lying if I said I do, because I don't. But the thing is, I would prefer to get someone like, is it Guirassy, the striker? Um, so
Yeah,
a more experienced striker. Personally, me
excellent finisher.
personally,
More importantly,
yeah. So me personally, I'd like to get someone a bit more experienced because I think we've already got a project in Nicholas Jackson. So to get another guy, a project player, is a bit of a risk. But having said that, for people to write off a player before he's even kicked a ball for us, that's again, I don't think that's sensible neither, because somebody was saying that Drogba would be Drogba made a comment, didn't he, saying I don't recognise my club anymore, and they said, oh, this is what Drogba meant when he said I don't recognise my club anymore. But
yeah.
the
I mean,
point,
it's a watch for them every time we're going for a
yeah, yeah,
signing.
yeah. But the point I want to make is Drogba. He started his career. He was at Le Mans, I think, and at Le
In the French
Mans,
league.
yeah, in the French league, Le Mans, he had 45 games, I believe, and he had only scored 8 goals. So can you imagine that this this board, for instance, had seen this young striker from Mans at the age of 20 years old and saw something in him and decided to bring him to Chelsea? We'll have all the Chelsea supporters now saying the same thing. What are we doing getting this player in? Look what his career turned out to be. Like, I'm not saying that these guys are going to be like Drogba, but you never know. You never know. So I don't write off a player just because of his stats. And these guys are young. They're the same age as Drogba. And when Drogba started out his career, as I said, his stats weren't great. So I believe that we should, not just write someone off. As I said, personally, I'd like someone with more experience. Yeah, I do agree with that. But if Duran comes along and he shows that he fulfills that potential that he has, then it could be a smart move. We just don't know.
Yeah, we just don't know. But it's our thing to judge players based on how many goals they scored in the past season, which is usually again not a bad idea. But the problem is that we don't realize that doesn't define how well that particular player would do if they switch to a different club. Because if a player like Duran comes to Chelsea, he'll be surrounded with more. Creative players than he had at Aston Villa. People don't consider that. They just go. You can say the first thought that comes to their mind is what they want to stick with, and not be open-minded to consider things objectively. Thank you so much, Max. I appreciate you finding the time to join the panel this particular morning. If you're still here, if it's anything else you want to talk about, feel free to let me know. You can comment and Andrew Emmanuel, and for those of you who are in the chat, here's the link to Max's YouTube channel. If you haven't, I've added it to the description section, but I'm still going to share it in the chat. Please go check it out. Max should have at least 20,000 subscribers. Go check it out. Let's help him grow. I've shared the link there. Go check it out, people. Let's see. Yeah, we've talked about Alvarez. I don't think. Yeah, he
Yeah.
wasn't. He was never going to leave Manchester City. Were you saying something, Max?
No, I just said my connection went. I'm in a shop, so my connection's gone.
Oh, okay.
So it
Okay.
may come back in a minute. Okay. Yeah.
All right, thank you. No one is going to pay 100 million for him. If he signs that, his career will be gone. I think he will be Zaha. They would do the same thing they did to Wilfred Zaha to him. He had the opportunity to leave to join a bigger club. They were able to convince him to put pen to paper for a new contract at a time. And look what happened. By the time he left, he went to Turkey. No big club at the time wanted him. And that makes sense. So I don't think he'd sign it if in fact they're trying to insert a 100 million pounds of release clause in the new contract. I don't think he will sign it. Even 70, I don't think he will. It just doesn't make sense for him in any way. We'll get to that. Rumors are that we're still interested in signing Calafiori. Fiaro. Is it Fiaro? Is it? No, I think it's Calafiori. Sorry if I'm mixing that up. But here's the thing: we're still rumors are we're still interested in signing him, but Bologna, they're not happy, or Bologna, I'm not sure the correct pronunciation there. Maybe the G is silenced. They are not happy with Juventus. They're saying that Juventus and Morta, they're trying to tap up the player to join them, that. So we don't know what's going to happen. Bologna they want to keep him. Whether that happens, I don't know. There are other clubs interested, also not just a Chelsea Football Club. But I think Morta was using. He said the advantage for Juventus is that it's just simple. Is the fact that he played under Morta. So if Morta is serious about getting him, if Juventus can meet Bologna's asking price, I think he goes to Juventus and not any other club. But who's to say he doesn't come to Chelsea? Everything comes down to whether we're able to meet the requirement, the asking price, and also sell the project to him. And if he doesn't care whether we're in the Champions League or not. I say we should go for the double and get Eze as well. Good luck getting them to sell Olise. It's an issue, and then you want to take both of, you can say, two of their most important players. I don't see that happen, but I get where you're coming from. I want to know the players that Chelsea want to sell next season or this transfer window. Ian Maatsen on the verge of joining Aston Villa. We still have Romelu Lukaku. We still have I think the deal for what's his name, Hakim Ziyech. I think he stay at Galatasaray on a permanent, will not come back. There are other Um, there are other deals, though. Also, I'm not sure who. Trevoh Chalobah, maybe. I'm not too sure. Conor Gallagher, 80% to 20%, leaning towards him leaving. That's just my opinion anyway. That's because his situation has become a lot more complicated than it was last season because now his contract situation comes into play. I want to know the players signed next season. We haven't signed any, but let's see what happens. A funny fact: West Ham don't play a game out of London for 11 to 12 games. Oh, okay. Omorodion would not be a good signing. I'm not gonna lie, he's struggling to get into the Atletico squad. Okay. Never mind the Chelsea team. Okay. Yeah, he was driving a mattress at Trent TV. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. And my brother Bluetooth again. I'm not gonna big you up like the way I used to. I'd like to. That's because I'm struggling with my voice. And people, please keep dropping the likes on the stream. One more to get it to 60. Let's get it to 100 at least by the time the show ends. And here, the Bluetooth game is saying big up coach. Let's see what he has to say here. Big up Max. It's always a pleasure to hear. Yep, Max is always busy, so whenever I get the opportunity, I try to get him to speak as much as possible. Max and Coach and the pivot always gives me Kante and Matis vibes. Wow! I seriously do need to celebrate this. This is the first time this bro has ever praised me, and watch him take it back right now. Watch him take it back because I think I need to celebrate this, even with fireworks too. Wow. Unbelievable. Can't believe this. What just happened? Probably out of respect for the match. Let me get to yes. Wow. The Bluetooth again. I know you love me, bro, and I love you too, but you hardly ever praise me. Wow. Out of respect for Max, I'm guessing. Not really that you want to do that. But here's the link to Max's YouTube channel. Go check it out, people. Max needs to have at least 10,000 subscribers. But because of work, I'm quite sure if he had the time to be producing as many videos as he can, I think he'd be at 100,000 subscribers right now. I call him Chelsea Encyclopedia because of his knowledge of the club's history and everything. Culture also. And but please, more importantly, that's the link to his YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Let's help him grow. And again, if anytime he schedules a live event, I will let you guys know during the Blue Morning Show. But more importantly, go check out his YouTube channel. Let's help him grow. Usman Tolo Kamara says the coach, as for me, Omorodion wouldn't be a good signing for Chelsea. I prefer Gyökeres or Sesko, but we're not looking at those two. Sesko definitely not going to happen. He just signed a new deal. Gyökeres maybe, but would he want to come to Chelsea? I don't know. It doesn't look like too many clubs are actually interested in signing Victor Gyökeres. Because we're not hearing anything. The transfer window is still open, and we did address a particular report. Was it a day or 2 days ago, suggesting that we're still haven't decided that's it. We don't want to Osimhen anymore, but that let's see what happens. Really, I'm one of those that think we really do not need to sign any traditional striker going into the coming season, especially knowing how Enzo Maresca likes to approach the game, which is just my opinion anyway. And if you're following the show on X, we still have 132 people watching and only 48 of those on YouTube, the rest on X. If you're following the show on X, if you're not following our X account already, please kindly do so and help us grow our X account. Let's get that to at least 4,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I know we can. Yeah, but I get your opinion there. And my bro, GFC Gavin, is in the house. Gavin, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And yeah, he's triggered the link, the command for his YouTube channel. Go check out his YouTube channel, people. Let's help him grow and get to 5,000 subscribers as soon as possible. We're selfless here, and that's why we're growing as we are. Max here telling us, okay, no worry. Again, and we also do understand that you're at work, but you had to come in to help your bro because you see I'm losing my voice. In response to Max, that's a Jude Oladipo Masele. He's correct that Drogba's numbers were not great before he joined Chelsea. Even Roman was not convinced. It was Mourinho that said, Mr. Abramovich, pay the money and don't speak. But Mourinho saw something. Maybe they saw that in Samu too. Yeah. And you could argue if we're not, if listen, let me say this disclaimer. I'd rather us go for you could say an established player who's been there, seen it all, done it all, performed consistently season after season. But I get it. It is what it is, and you're correct. Even Atletico Madrid, I'm saying, must have seen what we've seen, what we're seeing in him right now. That they have, I think they already have 80 million pounds, 80 million euros release clause on his contract. They don't want to sell him. Actually, Simone loves him. So, uh, but it's people are concerned, and rightly so, because when you are, you can say it's more like getting buying a product that you buy with knowing that you're not sure what you're gonna get inside, like buying a mystery gift bag, or getting a mystery gift bag in a birthday party or somewhere, and then you're not too sure what you're gonna find inside, and until you do that, you never know. So, and whatever player you sign, whether experienced, whether inexperienced, they do carry some measure of risk, irrespective of how experienced the person is or how many goals they scored in the previous season. That's not guaranteed that they join Chelsea and do well. And Max, that's I was mentioned in Drogba's case. I think that's an excellent example. A lot of people didn't know Cole Palmer would be as good as he's been for us. Malo Gusto, a lot of people didn't know that too. So yeah, we just hope for the best. But keep dropping the likes on the same people. The likes do go a long way. It is called tough love. Good. Suck it up. Just go away. Leave me alone. I was thinking you were gonna walk it back actually. So that's less of the issue I expected to get from you. Um the EPL fixtures for Chelsea, yeah, the first 5 games we've talked about it. I'm not too concerned. And to be more, let's start. You did. I'm quite sure if you were listening, you did hear Max talk about our game, season opener against Manchester City. Usually they don't start well, but that's not to say for certain we will beat them or get a good result. I think we have to be prepared. There are factors that give me hope. One, they don't start well. Two, the underdog mentality. Pep is the one expected to win the game. They're the champions. And three, Enzo Maresca has worked under him. If anything, he understands the basics of Pep's approach. Even if Pep ends up changing things around just to beat us, or with the concern that Maresca knows how he likes to approach the game, I think the basics remain the same. Those factors give me hope. And plus, we're more. We ended the season more rehearsed than we were, or than when Mauricio Pochettino took over. And hopefully Maresca sticks with. He plays with 4-2-3-1, in some cases 4-3-3, and there are other structures he likes to use. Hopefully he sticks. He just starts the season with 4-2-3-1, just not to change too much structure wise and cause issues. And needing which would in turn lead to players needing time to adapt to his approach. So he can still go with that structure, maybe tweak the application a bit. I think that makes a lot of difference. After all, Cucurella opened the season in Everton as a fullback. I think that makes it easier for him to adapt that to his preferred approach and help us get good results. And then maybe change change more as the season progresses, so we can start playing his way. If that makes sense, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We go back to this window here to continue addressing the items we have lined up. The first item from Vince Blue Footy. Fabio Capello compares Calafiori to Sergio Ramos. Okay, if I have to compare the Bologna defender to a player from the past, the first thought goes to a young Sergio Ramos in 2006, 2007. In his second stint on the Real Madrid bench, I coached the Spaniard Calafiori, just like Ramos, transformed from a fullback into a centre back. And I can assure you that Sergio Ramos, as nasty as we remember him now, became that way over time. Yeah, okay, not a good, not a bad comparison right there. Okay, the shocking thing is even the hairstyle of young Ramos and the hairstyle of Calafiori, similar in my opinion. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with 62 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 100 likes. As for me, I'm not going anywhere except if any emergency happens, but I don't look for it. I don't think any will happen. So we've addressed that. Any other item here? And this is saying Strasbourg are chasing England on the 20 fullback Archie Brown. I don't know him. Which could see him enter Chelsea's sphere of influence in the blue code multi-club model. I don't know him. If you know him and you want to speak about him, you go ahead. Up to you. Anything else to talk about here? Keep dropping the likes. 62 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 100 as soon as possible. Well, let's see. What else do we have here? Negotiations between Ian Maatsen and Aston Villa over personal terms are progressing. So it looks like he's headed there. Let's see. I've seen that video too. And this here says that Nani Madueke Connie is the player I spend most time with easily. Okay. I knew him through the England setup. We're just very similar. We get on really well. We like the same things and have the same type of personality. So it's just clicks. What? Houston, I don't believe they had the same personality. I don't think so. In my opinion, I think Nani is more, you can say, more of an arrogant player than Nani is more of an arrogant player than Chukwuemeka. It's Chukwuemeka for me. He comes across as someone that hardly speaks, in my opinion. But that's just me anyway. Max, it looks like you have something else to say. Okay, it looks like Max isn't there yet because I can't hear him. All right, this comes also another report there from Graham Burley. I don't remember the last time I mentioned his name. Chelsea, United, Tottenham, and West Ham have all had conversations with Jonathan David. DJ Sav will be happy and will be hoping that Chelsea signs him. He likes him so much. Jonathan David, just give me 1 second here. Max, if you're there and you want to speak, you go ahead. That's fine. But your connection isn't stable, so your avatar is coming in and out. Jonathan David, David's representatives over a possible move to the Premier League. I don't know where that would sign him. I think we have players of how many players of similar quality in terms of hybrid number 9, Nkunku, Nicholas Jackson, who has 2 of them. I don't know. Everything comes down to why we're looking at him. Whether we're still interested in signing him, I don't know. But I know DJ Sav was he would want us to sign him. He's a player I know DJ loves so much. When I joined the Chelsea community, I think that's 3 years ago. DJ, he's been preaching for the club to sign him ever since and hasn't stopped. Whether we end up signing him, I honestly do not know. But Max, whenever you want to come in, feel free to do so. And I'll continue to find more items we have lined up here. Gabriel Wallaha talking about your lineup. Okay, this is Mikel B's ultimate midfielder. For me, Finishing Lampard skills, Zinedine Zidane, work rate, and N'Golo Kante. I agree with that. I do agree with that. Strength, yep. Strength is the Bison himself. Skill, Rodri. Nick, uh, KDB. Football IQ. Wow, talk about that. That's the former Italian international. Jeez, why can I not remember his name? But he's excellent on the ball. His vision. Sorry. Go ahead. You can come in whenever you want to come in. Pilo, Andrea Pilo. What a player he was. Gattuso, for me, he's crazy on the on the pitch. But that's by the way, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see what else do we have here. Anything else to talk about here? If you have any questions, drop it in the chat and we will try to address it. Otherwise, we'll be running off soon. That's because very soon. Well, the first game of today's first Euros game. When does it come on? I'm not sure how much time we have here. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 55 minutes, a few minutes off 2 hours, but we're getting there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. Well, I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. All right. If it's your first time here, please be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification button, which we appreciate that. All right, let's see. After Pedro Lima's disappointment, Strasbourg are trying to sign Jen. Is that how you spell it? Is that it's not
It's
Jen?
fine.
Not G. Left back. Actually, now not that. Max, remember if you want to come in anytime, up to you. I'll see if any of the updates has emerged. I haven't seen anything new. And if you're in the chat, if you have any questions, drop it in the chat and I'll try to address it if I can. But I'm not going to run away anyway. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's see what else has anything new been added to the chat. Nothing new. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, Max, if you want to speak.
Oh right, okay. Sorry, I was trying out all the different audios on my laptop because none of them seem to be working. So yeah, I was listening to you just on my way back. So what I wanted to address as well with the striker issue was that I know we all want big money strikers, but if you look at our history, we've got how many since Roman Abramovich was here? We probably got what at least 10, 15 number nines, would you say, strikers? And out of those, I'd say that arguably, only two of them were a success, and that's Drogba and Diogo Costa.
Costa, yeah.
Yeah. So when you look, we spent lots of money on Morata.
And Costa actually, we didn't spend that much money on him. I know we sold him
Exactly.
for a lot of money.
That's it. We only
Twice.
spent
Yeah, go ahead.
35, I think it was, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you look at the other big money signings, they haven't really been. Look at Lukaku, the other. He proved to be a disaster second time round. Morata wasn't. He gave us one good season, and that was it. Torres, if it wasn't for that assist in the Champions League, nothing to write home about. Shevchenko, although he was injured when we got him. So, we are all clamouring for this big name striker. But I think you said it earlier, we don't know how it's going to pan out. We just don't know. That's the thing with transfers. And I don't get excited over transfers anymore because the last transfer I got excited over was Havertz. And he didn't, he was hit and miss. Okay, he got the Champions League final goal for us, but I wouldn't say that he was a roaring success of the club. I like it when we get good players in. It's good, but they still need to perform on the pitch. And for me, the way when I start to get excited is when they start to put in consistent performances week in, week out. And I say, yeah. Even Olise, on paper, obviously it looks good, but he still needs to come in. He still needs to compete if we do get him, because
Yeah, he's still. Yeah,
we,
he's that's the truth. And I'm happy that we're hearing that we're not getting him to sell. To sell the get even if we get the deal over the line, that will not lead to us selling Nani Madueke, which makes sense. With Chelsea, we need competition. Go ahead with what you were saying.
yeah, I agree with that as well because I always remember Jose Mourinho when he was here. He said 2 players to compete in every position, so you're not weakened. And we've got a lot of games this season. We've got to remember that as well because we've got the Conference League, and if we go far in the cup competitions, and the World Club Cup as well. People are forgetting that we've got that competition to play as well. So we can be playing close to 80 games next season. So we do need as big a squad as we can, and there'll be enough games to satisfy everybody in there.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you addressed the situation with the right back, the one who's gone to Wolves. Have you addressed that one? Have you spoken about
No, go
that?
ahead. We didn't talk about it that much. We just we talked about Archibong, that the club view him as they get see him as ahead of Lima. Maybe that was. I think the
Yeah,
report is suggesting that maybe that was what led to Lima is say deciding to go to Wolves over Chelsea. But go ahead if
yeah, that
what
that could be PR for Chelsea to cover themselves, but he wasn't going to go join Chelsea anyway. He's going to join Strasbourg, and
Mm.
and that's probably what put because he wants to play straight away in the Premier League. That I understand that he's meant to be a good talent. I've only seen clips of him. I haven't seen a lot of him, but for me, that was a bit of a strange signing. Unless we're just buying him Strasbourg, and if he reaches his full potential, then maybe because when you look at that right back position at the moment, we've got Reece James, arguably the best or one of the top 3 or 4 right backs in the world. Then you've got Malo Gusto, who had a good opening season, and just behind that you've got Achimpong. So you've got three right backs there already. So having another one is being a bit greedy, I think. So for me, missing out on Lima isn't. I don't know, I might regret it later. He may turn out to be a world class player, but I think I don't know because we're really covered in that area. Then
You
I'm
could
not
argue we
too
have two of the
concerned.
best right backs in world football.
Yeah, and as I said, we've got Echepong coming up as well. He looks like a good player. He's tall as well. He's got his when he made his debut for us last season, he didn't look phased at all. So
Mhm.
hopefully his progression is quite good for that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
I
hope
also
so
got to
too.
tell you as well. I've got a bit of news as well outside of football.
Yeah,
My
go ahead, go
son,
ahead, go ahead.
I think you might have seen it because my son's been going to be in the Chelsea Foundation next season.
Wow, which one of
So,
them? I know two of them. One again,
is
I'm
that
quite not the
Elijah?
Arsenal fan, right?
It is the Arsenal one. Yeah, he's
The
going to be
Arsenal
in the
one will be
Chelsea
in the Chelsea.
Foundation.
He will be in the Chelsea Foundation.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations! How old is he now?
He's just finished his GCSEs, his own examinations, high school education.
Wow,
So he's going
congratulations!
to
That's
be.
not easy. What position does he like to play in?
He's a DM. He plays as a DM. Yeah.
Wow, good luck to him.
So
Again, we
yes,
hope to talk about him even more in the future when
yeah,
he gets off age. But go ahead with what you're saying.
yeah. So I think he's going to be. He won't be going. He'll be going out to Cobham now and again. I think it's got the base is at Crystal Palace Sports Centre. That's where they'll be doing all
Hmm.
their work. But they do go to Cobham, and the person I'm speaking to is going to be the coach. Said that last year's her students were actually coached by Thiago Silva, Enzo Fernandez, Raheem
Ooh.
Sterling, and it was Cucurella because they were all doing their badges, their coaching badges. So
Hmm.
they trained the younger players. So he may get to train with some of the
Good
big
experience for
players.
him.
That's a very good experience. Yeah, so it's quite
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Good experience, man. I'm happy for you, man. I can't wait for us to talk about him during the shows and knowing that, yeah, that's Max's son, by the way. Thank you so much for letting us know. I appreciate that. And
Yeah, and
um, go
the
ahead.
last point, because obviously I need to get back in a minute. That's the word.
Mhm.
I heard you mention about Jonathan David. I know DJ
Yeah,
Savage
you know
always
how
talking
much
about.
DJ loves
Yeah,
him,
I know.
right?
Yeah, he's been talking about it for years. Yeah.
Yeah.
With that one, I don't know. What is he now? 24. Is that
Probably more than
24
it's
or
not, he
25?
was
Isn't
very
he?
very young at the time. Let me
Yeah.
check. But even at that, Max, I think he's too similar to Nicholas Jackson, Christopher Nkunku.
Yeah, I think we need a different profile. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah, we
too
need to
convinced
mix
with
it
it.
up a bit.
Mm,
Yeah, that's my. But
yeah.
go ahead,
Mm.
What you were saying, Jonathan David, age.
He was
He's
born
24. Yeah, so you
yeah,
got that right.
24.
He's
Yeah, yeah,
24.
he's
He's
24.
so
Yeah,
young.
he's
Yeah,
24. Yeah, it's really young, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know with that one.
I don't think he's
Uh,
a player we need really.
yeah, he's had two good seasons at Lille. In the last two seasons at Lille, he's scored goals there. So yeah, but I think I don't know.
But
For
I don't.
me,
That report for me, not a serious report in my opinion. I think it's
it's
just because he's on the market, so people are suggesting that we may well be interested. So I don't really think we're interested.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's just paper talk, and there'll be a lot of
yeah, I
paper
don't think
talk
we're
going
interested.
around. Yeah. The last thing I wanted to talk about before I go is the goalkeeping situation because
Yeah, yeah.
I
And
heard that.
even we're looking at Diogo Costa. We're also looking at who was the other goalkeeper? Jan Oblak, because Oblak it
Yeah,
looks like he's looking to leave
I,
Atletico
yeah, I
Madrid,
can't
but I'm
see
concerned.
Oldback.
I don't trust his ability on the ball. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. I can't see Oldback through because
Yeah, I can see that
the way
happening. Yeah.
Maresco plays, he likes a goalkeeper
Mhm.
who can play from the back. So there's that. Is it Bento, the Brazilian guy? Yeah,
Beto, yeah,
Beto.
yeah,
He's
yeah. Up
there as
and
well.
coming.
Yeah,
Are we linked with him? With a move for him?
there has been some loose links, but that's not strong links for me. Yeah. But I'll go all out for Costa, the Portuguese guy. I think he's got personality, and he can. He's good. He's a good shot stopper. He's good with his feet as well. So, but yeah. So
Yeah, there were rumors
that would be my
about a month
choice.
ago. Yeah,
Hmm.
there were rumors about a month ago suggesting that we were interested in signing him, but that died off quickly. It didn't last. So whether that's still the case, I don't know really. But go ahead
Yeah.
if you are still speaking, so I'll let you finish up since you will hop off in a bit.
Yeah. So it would be my choice, and then the Italian left centre back,
Calafiori.
Calafiori. Yeah.
Hmm.
Again, there's been some links with him, but
Yeah,
but there's quite a
Bologna,
few clubs.
Bologna, they're
There's quite a
trying
few
to keep.
clubs after him. Yeah, yeah. I know they don't want to sell him now to Juventus because Juventus were going to get him, but because of the way they poached Thiago Motta, it's created a lot of bad blood between the two clubs.
Yeah,
So he's probably available in the market again. But I think there's some other clubs like Liverpool and other teams who are interested in him. So that'll be difficult. But he is a very good player. But if we
yeah,
did
he is.
get him, then we'll obviously we've got Levi Colwill and Badiashile. So one of those would have to go. There was talk of Badiashile going to AC Milan at some point.
But we refuse.
Yeah, but if
And,
they
and
had,
it,
if
yeah,
California did
in
come
all
in, then
honesty,
you'd have to
Max, I'm
get
going to
rid of.
say this. I think in our defensive uh, line, I think the odd man out for me is this see. That's not to say he's a bad player. I think he cracks under pressure easily, and given the way Maurice, and he's not the best on the ball, but he
Yeah,
brings
but with
something different in
yeah,
terms of his aggressive approach. Beyond that, he's not the calmest on the ball. Just the slightest of pressure, he makes silly mistakes. Unfortunately, as much as I like his, you can say his aggressive approach to the game.
yeah, I agree with you there, and I think with Toussaint coming in, and we also have. There's good news about Fofana because he's back in full training. Let's hope his body can cope, because I'm hoping that he doesn't break down. But
Yeah.
I think on that side, then we're quite well stacked for central defenders. So we got him and Tosin, and then we got 4 centre backs at the minute. Chalobah
I
looks
think we
like
have
he may
good
go.
numbers there.
So yeah.
Yeah,
So I
we have
think
good
the
numbers,
fifth.
and I think it makes sense that we have to let one go.
Exactly.
And if
For me,
yeah,
the fifth centre back should be someone from the academy or something, because you can't be paying a fifth centre back 80,000 a week if you're either going to be playing games. But I suppose a lot would depend on Fofana, because they won't want to risk selling a centre back and then Fofana breaks down for another half a season or season.
what are the chances of Chalobah?
I like Chalobah to stay. I do like his profile. I think he's
What do
quite
you think he
versatile.
stays?
But I just think that the club see him similar to Maatsen, pure profit. So I don't think he'll go. And there's already, you can always tell whether they're going to get rid of somebody, because you've got the PR about how he doesn't fit Maresco's style of play. I don't know where they get it from, because he's very comfortable playing out from the back. I haven't got any concerns with him. But there were some reports yesterday and the day before that they didn't feel that his style suited the way Maresco wanted to play football. So,
If anything, I'd say he actually has the pace to cope with the high line. If need be, to you can say race back.
yeah, and as I said,
And
he's a
yeah,
good footballer
he
because he
has
can
that.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he will go, unfortunately, because I do like him, and I believe that if players are passionate about the club, because I know Gallagher doesn't want to go neither, then if you need some people in your squad who gets what it means to play for Chelsea. You know, people who've grown up in the team. I think you need 1 or 2 people in the squad like that. And
Yeah.
he never complains neither about playing time. And I just think he'll be a good squad player, in my opinion.
Let's see what the manager does. Gallagher's case is more complicated than it was last season. Right now, his contract situation comes into play, and he's going to see the chances are if he leaves Chelsea, he'll start earning a lot more than we're willing to offer him. I call it a player tasting it, the forbidden fruit. If anything, the forbidden fruit itself, I use that reference when I talk about a player realizing that if they get to leave as a free agent, they earn a lot more. Usually, when that is the case, players don't turn around. Once they see that's the case, because it's business for all parties concerned, irrespective of what we think of the player and on. And this is saying again, me agreeing with Max, getting City will be again a good start and boost. Yep, let's see how but it's not a given. We have to work for it. Nothing wrong with Morata and Lukaku, in your opinion. The difference is the desire to stay in London or play for Chelsea. They both lost the feeling of playing football at a Chelsea, but they're not bad players. Nobody's saying they're bad players, in my opinion, irrespective of how you see it. The conclusion is that it didn't work out. That's the point. Nobody's saying
That,
Morata, an excellent player, still is. What's his name? The one we signed from Liverpool was a good player too. All of them were good players.
Torres, yeah, but there's
Torres was
always,
a
that's
good
what I'm
player.
saying. There's
Yeah,
always some circumstances
yeah,
behind it. It's
exactly. And
not
in
that,
this case,
and
go ahead, Max.
yeah, as you said, there's not. Who's to say that we will buy? Say, take a Victor Osimhen for instance. Who's to say
Mhm.
we won't buy a Victor Osimhen who's had a lot of injuries, and he breaks down all the time because of the Premier League, the demands of the Premier League,
Mhm.
or he doesn't fit into the environment in England. Who's to say that? We just don't know. No, because he's come with a big price tag, it doesn't mean instant success, and that's just the point we're trying to make. I think you're trying to make the same point as well, weren't you? Yeah,
Yep. Thank you so much. I mean, yeah. And Ty here is saying, big up to Max. It's been a while since I've been able to catch this dynamic duo on a panel. Wow. A lot of my enemies are praising me today out of respect for Max. I'm guessing that's the case. That's the only reason
Uh,
why Kai will praise me like that. Yep. This is the
appreciate
game
it.
saying congratulations to you about your son. Congratulations, Max, also from Vic. And Constantine Dante is in the house. I can't scream today. I can't shout you out like I usually like to do because I'm being cautious with my voice. And I did see in the chat that you're struggling with cold too. I think it's a period. But the shocking thing is that school is not open at the moment. But I just remember they went to a birthday party. Probably that's where they got that from and brought it home. Congratulations from Temi Dio. And all of you, please be sure you go check out Max's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. The link is in the description section. And I did share the link there. And Bluetooth again, if you're still there, please do help me share the link one more time so people can go subscribe.
Yeah,
And
I
then,
appreciate that. Yeah, I just need to run now because
okay.
I've
Okay.
got a
Thank you,
call
Max.
coming
I
up.
appreciate
So
you.
yeah, it's a pleasure being on as usual, and I
Thank
hope
you.
you get better soon.
More thanks to you. More
Yeah,
thanks to you.
get well soon. Honey and lemon, that's the cure. Honey,
Okay.
lemon,
Thank
little
you.
bit of ginger, cayenne pepper, and
Okay.
garlic,
Thank you
and
so
you'll be
much.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll do
okay
that.
then. All
Thank you.
right,
All
take
right.
care then, and
All right.
cheers
You
to
too.
everyone in the
Bye.
chat. Hope everyone's having a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Much love, much love. Always nice to hear from you. Not fully well. When the show started, it was crazy, and at one time I was coughing consistently. Then I had to apologize. But the coffee is good. It has honey in it, no lemon. We don't have lemon at home right now, but it has helped a lot. As well as we have it, keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see. Elijah is yeah, look, Elijah. That's it's going to be in Chelsea Foundation. Wow, yep, that's huge. That's huge, and that's the one that the irony of the whole thing. He's the one that supports Arsenal. Yeah, I was thinking it's going to be the other one that supports Chelsea. Dante saying congrats to you in the chat there. What else do we have? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. We should not pay more than 40 million for a goalkeeper. How much is is it Bento or I think it's Bento, the Brazilian. I think it's Bento. The next big name goalkeeper emerging from Brazil. Paying more than yep. But John, nice to see you. Big up to all of you in the chat. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with 69 likes. One more to get it to 17 likes. Remember, we're shooting for 200 likes. When is the first game of the day? Probably have started already. Ooh, Slovenia, Serbia. Not the biggest of games anyway. So we can still. That's why the numbers dropped here, but we can still get go up for a little while. Excuse me, before calling it a day. Yeah, Dante, big up to you. Hope you're good. I've seen him say a bit sick, just a cold for a few days. Otherwise, good. You're Romanian right there. Nice to see you, Dante. Let's see. What else do we have here? This says breaking news: Chelsea made a bid for the third time. Wow, they really want him. This one is what up to £42.2 million for Samu Omorodion, but once again, Atletico Madrid rejected it. They really do want to keep him. Uh, yeah, reports suggest Diogo Costa love him so much, saw him for one season and said, "I want this guy to stay. I don't want him going anywhere." And that was just why they tied him down on a long-term contract and sent him out to loan. They didn't want to sell him. They do not want to sell him. Um, let's see. I'll be fine, man. Yeah, get better, Dante. Please get better, bro. You know we love you. I'm, I'm not talking again. I don't drink coffee. Remember. Having a good conversation. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And it doesn't look like anything new has emerged, but we'll keep going. If I see anything, I'll let you know. And this one here says, see, Patrick Vieira I said he has a target of 3 years to get Strasbourg playing Champions League football. He's capable of doing that. Bluco was not fair with that target. Chelsea is going into the third season now. I think in the case of Chelsea, there are multiple reasons why we are where we're at today, but I get your point. And I appreciate that. Keep dropping the likes and the people. The likes to go a long way. I'll keep checking if anything new has emerged. And apologies, my blue light has gone off. I don't have the charger here. Let me see who else was here with me. Les, I'm gonna take off Max from this one because it's gone out. So switch the window. Just give me a second. Let me turn on my blue light. I just like it. All right, I'll see if I get a praise from Dante. I've gotten a praise for Ty, a praise from the beautiful game himself, chairman of the H place. Well, let's see. What else do we have here? We've addressed that one in this one here. It says, yeah, this is funny, really. I like that one there. Oh, and once again, we're still, since we're still here, quickly, I do say this every day. In a few months, it will be strictly for the paid members. If you're celebrating your birthday today, or if you have a family member or a friend who's celebrating a birthday, if you've done that in the past 3 weeks or so, you don't get to do it again today. Let us know so we can play the balloon, the fireworks for the and celebrate with you, if that makes sense. Keep dropping the likes, listen people. The likes to go along. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Yeah, please go check out Max's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Max should have at least, honestly, I'm not joking, 100,000 subscribers. But he's a very busy man. Always busy, but whenever time allows, he joins to share his knowledge or to joins the conversation on Chelsea. Much loved, respected, very humble. More importantly, that's again a lot of good stuff attracts me to him as a friend and a brother, and I appreciate him. So go check it out. Keep dropping the likes and showing people the likes to go along with Chelsea's transfer strategy. It's like more players than a deck of cards. That's a good one. I like that one too. But I think eventually things will fall into place and we'll start firing on all cylinders. And something we're doing right now is something Madrid has been doing. The Madrid have been doing for a while, signing players, unearthing germs from South America, everywhere, signing them at very early stage and giving them time to develop. I think because it will take a while, but once things click, then we will almost always have experienced players. We'll always have, not almost always, we'll always have experienced players. And as the younger ones mature, they join. So the difference is that we started now, so it will take time before things fall into place. Cheers, Max, from Vic there. And please go follow Max on Twitter too. Let's help him grow his Twitter account. And thank you so much for that update there. We have Ademi Ario. Hello to you. In my opinion, Orenda is a much better target than any of the other strikers. Who? Openda, I'm guessing, that we're linked with. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I missed something there. That's why I don't understand that. Yo, man, tell me down. Look at me again. Whatever works for you is worth it. Just be fine. More importantly, that's all we want. A red light would suit you better. You're talking to me or who? I don't want a red light. You guys in the H place, the red light is for you guys, not me. Vic is saying 42 million for Omorodion. It's just madness. We paid 32 for Jackson. What's going on? We need to walk away. Big up Dante. I think so too, but if they're bent on getting him, we can't change that. But I'm not sure what else to say. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. We still have 143 people watching, but only 44 of those on YouTube. The rest on X. And if you're following the show on X, please take a second. Be sure to drop a like on the video there, and also follow our X account to help us grow. Let's get it to 4,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Also, it was your birthday on Monday. You didn't tell us it was your birthday on Monday, but okay, let's celebrate with you. There you go. Happy birthday to you, Adeyemi Ario. Happy belated birthday. We celebrate. All right, Adeyemi Ario Ekugbadu Ekaro. I don't know whether to call you Egbon, but if you like Egbon, happy belated birthday to you. I hope you had a good one. But thank you for telling us late, but it has to be on the day. Let's see. Tam waiting for some surgery to fix them would be good. Okay. Price we pay playing sports from young age. Sorry to hear that. Okay, now I get the gist right now. But the good thing is that I think you're good now. Yes, coach. It's light for you too, my bro. Please get better. I'm gonna say the coffee that I'm sipping on. You can say it has relieved the cold symptoms, but the truth remains. Once the show is over, yeah, for talking for 2 hours plus, maybe up to 3 hours, I think it gets worse. And then I start getting angry easily because I can't talk much. If you get the point. I always love the content. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. But if you want to shout out anybody, a family member or a friend, do let us know. Let's shout them out, and then you can clip it and show them. Ademi, happy belated birthday to you from him. Let's see if anything new has emerged. We're going to go back to the presentation window and check. But before I do that, let me do this. I don't want to be refreshing the page while we're still there. Right, I'm gonna go back to who do I go to? I'm gonna go to Blue Chelsea Dodgers to see if he has anything new before I switch to the presentation window. And if you have any questions and you're in the chat, drop it there, and I'll be happy to address your question. Dante isn't here to help me. If he if he was here, okay, two interesting items actually to talk about. If he was here and you ask any if you ask any serious questions, I'd just throw it at him. Okay, this we've addressed a report. We did address a report a few minutes ago. Is it this anything new? Maybe coming from Fabrizio Romano himself, which says that Chelsea has an interest in 19-year-old Argentinian centre back Aaron. As somebody would say, Aaron. Aaron Anselmino. They are in the race and are aware of the conditions. There's no bid yet, but they are monitoring. I don't like it when people confuse me with such comments. Okay. Chelsea has interest in 19-year-old Argentinian centre back Aaron Anselmino. Okay, and this part says they are in the race and are aware of the conditions. There's no bid yet, but they are monitoring. So I'm not sure. It makes sense to say that someone is in the race when all you're doing is monitoring. So I don't like such. I don't like such reports. I can be very analytical when paying attention to what somebody's telling me, and that doesn't make sense to me. But we get the gist. We move on. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Happy birthday, Adayemi. Plenty money in your pocket for your pocket. Yep. And love. Long for sure. Egbon, according to Kuchila. I don't know. Egbon, I forgot the meaning. It doesn't mean senior. So I'm not sure whether I'm his senior or if it's my senior. But I'll just say Kubadu, Ekaro, and happy birthday to you. Please update me about Alvarez. That's Andrew Emmanuel. Nothing is happening. I think you've asked that question, and I did explain that my opinion is that the rumors at the time suggesting that we were interested in signing Alvarez were just designed by his camp or maybe sponsored by his camp to get Man City's attention. And I think it has served those rumors at the time did serve the intended purpose, letting Man City know, look, should we decide to leave, there will not be shortage of parties interested in signing our client, if that is coming from his camp. And yeah, I think the message is clear because remember, he did say publicly that he's happy at City. So let's just move on from that. I don't see that happening really. Yeah, coach, my nose blocked. Sorry, I'm not good for coming out. So that's you're on your own. That's practically what you're telling me there. But I'm good, bro. I'm good with them. Just joking. But get better. More importantly, get better. Yeah. Anything else? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with. So we have this. We've talked about this in this one here, and I was saying this a few weeks ago, a week ago at least. I was telling people that I feel like we signed the better player. Again, if you're comparing the Estevao Willian to Endrick, that we've signed the better of the two players, in my opinion, honestly. And some people believe that's the case. And here's this Branco, Brazil's youth coordinator. He's saying that for him, in his opinion, you could translate that to being, in his opinion, that Estevao, after Neymar, is the best player I've seen born in Brazil. That is some comment. And you could argue the reason Palmeiras president have been a bit reluctant probably was because he realized that's the case and was hoping for other clubs to start showing interest so that there would be a bidding war and they end up getting a lot more money than we're paying them. But I think the deal, I don't know. I'm not gonna hold my breath to argue that the deal is done because we've seen worse. We were told that the deal for Pedro Lima to Chelsea practically done. We were told that we've already signed Vardiol. There are, you could say, until you see we get an official announcement from the club, I'd say I wouldn't hold my breath believing that the deal is done. But I hope that's the case because he's an excellent player. He is an excellent player, and I argue that we signed the better of the two players. But we'll see. The time will tell. Say Kachila, let's see what my bro has to say here. That actually Nigerians can be very saucy. That reminds me, if you're big headed in Nigeria, they call you headmaster. If you're a boy, if you're a girl, they call you headmistress. What to hear your lawyers was. Let's see what you have here. Branco would know, so that's pretty solid. Yeah, exactly. He would know. And look at his face as he's talking about that. Look at it. Look at his eyeballs looking at the person interviewing him. I think, but beyond that, the truth is, I've always thought that's the case. I've always thought we've signed the better of Endrick. And again, if you have to compare him with Endrick, that we're signing the more talented player, in my opinion. Endrick may be more power, maybe. But we'll find out. The future will tell. They're both potentials right now. Whether they will reach their potentials, we'll find out. Time will tell. So this is still coming to Chelsea. I believe we'll get the deal over the line for reasons we've talked about here. The fact that he wants to stay in London, the fact that his brother still is still at Chelsea and recently signed a new contract, and the fact that Man United, they pulled out. They can't pay the 60 million release clause, and I don't see a world where he chooses Newcastle United over Chelsea Football Club. If anything, my concern will be that chances are Bayern will be all in for him. But as Max explained when he was on the panel here, Bayern's priority right now is Jonathan Tah, and it looks like they're struggling to meet the asking price. So I strongly believe that he joins us, and I don't see him because. But here's the thing: before I talk about the fact that Palace are trying to keep him, it's important to mention that it's important. What was it again? It's important to mention that there are contradicting reports out there. There are reports suggesting that Palace aren't trying to keep him. They haven't offered him a new contract. But Fabrizio Romano, who broke the news, the Palace are trying to keep him. They're offering him a new contract with an improved salary. And rumors are the plan is to insert a £100 million release clause on the new contract, in the new contract. But I don't see that happening, in all honesty. So, and Fabrizio Romano is doubling now, saying they're offering him a new contract because if he signs a new contract, they will Wilfred Zaha him. Before he gets out of it, it's going to be difficult, in my opinion. So I don't think he stays back at Palace. And the reports yesterday, I think one from Fabrizio Romano suggests that he will make his decision known in a few days or next week, so to speak, which could be him deciding to remain at Palace, to come to Chelsea, join Newcastle United, or maybe Bayern. But I think he comes to us. But that's just my opinion anyway. Let's see. Just having a good conversation. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with Branco being around the Brazilian team like forever. Yeah. So my concern is that chances are the Palmeiras president realizing that they could get a lot more money if multiple clubs come for him. That was why he was. I don't know. It took him like 1,000 years to start signing the documents. Yeah. But hopefully the deal is done. 8 days before your birthday, keep reminding us, you better not forget that day. If you forget, I'm gonna forget. Yeah, you know that already, bro. This is saying, of course, mate, very soon, to be honest. Okay. I would really love to, but office tosses won't permit me. Okay, you get that. Let's move on. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with anything new we've addressed this one. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat. I'll be happy to address it. We're getting closer and closer to 21,000 subscribers. Where are we right now? We are at 20,780 subscribers. So we need 220 subscribers more. I think we'll reach there in a few days. If I do produce more, if I produce more YouTube shots, chances are in between we get there. But the other channel, Soccer Perspective, we're getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. I think we need like 9 or 7 more subscribers to get Soccer Perspective to 1,000 subscribers, because I've been releasing videos for man of the match for after each Euro games and predicted lineups and all that. And Jonathan David, DJ Service in the house. And he will probably realize why I called him Jonathan David. Big up to you, my bro. Great stream as always. Big up to the comments. Please smash the like button and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And bro, given what you told me, wish I was around to help you. I know how stressful that can be, but you'll get through it. But more importantly, congratulations. That's not easy. First of all, yeah. But doing what's needed to get there, it's usually a hassle. But you get there. Yeah, let's see what we have here. Andrew Mano, Chelsea is going to be brutal in the coming season. I'm guessing you mean brutal. But that's fine. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that go along with. Yes, people, subscribe to our sister channel. I promise you will be active in the coming season. Soccer Perspective, we need, I think, around 7 more subscribers to get it to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting there. But my first love will always be Chelsea Perspective, irrespective of how big that one grows. But I'm suspecting that one will at one point outgrow this. Unfortunately, but my first love will always be Chelsea Perspective. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Thank you so much for doing that, bro. Even though I don't like you. Anything new? Let's see if anything new has emerged. And if you have any questions, please do drop it in the chat. We'll try to address it. And again, if you're celebrating anything, or a family member or a friend is celebrating anything, let us know. We'll be happy to celebrate with you. That's how we operate here. DJ for sporting director, and DJ aka Jonathan David is fighting with Ty out. Let me see, just looking if anything new has emerged. Chances are that's the case. 74 likes, people, 26 more to get it to 100, and we still have 142 people watching the show. Let's get the likes up, people. Let's make it happen. Okay, let's go to fire. Yes, let's use the fire. Ream there, nothing new 27 minutes ago. We've addressed that one. So I'm going to go to Vic. I think I'm going to do a video on that Argentinian that we're interested in signing. So on Vic's page, because okay, I'm gonna go to Vic. On Vic's page, I'm gonna go to okay, another update from Twitter's Grok. Ooh, another update too. So let's go back. That works. The Twitter's Grok it helps a lot, man. So I'm gonna go back to the presentation page. Apologies. It just summarizes the entire news on a particular player. It gives you an option to read it. Grok here. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's Grok or Grok. I think it's Grok. Twitter's Grok, a summary of Ian Maatsen to Aston Villa here reads: Aston Villa is in advanced negotiations with Chelsea's left back Ian Maatsen over personal terms, following an agreement on a transfer fee of £37.5 million. The deal is progressing well, with expectations of a swift conclusion. Maatsen, who has attracted interest from Borussia Dortmund, is set to join Aston Villa after successful negotiations on personal terms. I like this. I'm going to be using this Twitter Grok a lot. The summary is just excellent. And then it brings up another item from Fabrizio Romano himself 2 hours ago, which reads: negotiations between Ian Maatsen and Aston Villa over personal terms are progressing well. We've seen that before, so it looks like it's going to happen. And we've addressed this one. So let me go to letters. I'm seeing something new here that's going to make the streaming much more easier for us. Okay, this is general news, so maybe I'll use this one for general news on the other channel. Okay, Chelsea made a bid for the third time. I think somebody have did. I think it was Nee for Omorodion, and Atletico Madrid rejected it. Somebody saying thank you, Atletico Madrid. You never know. You may well look back in the future and regret us not signing him. So this is about Chelsea Football Club. More 3 minutes ago. More on Michael Olise. Let's see what that has to say. I think we should look at this one. More on Michael Olise. Let's look at this update here. 25 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen, people. More on Michael Olise. He's demanding a huge wage increase of over 120% from the current wage. Chelsea and Newcastle are ready to pay his release clause and offer him that kind of wage. Okay. Olise is waiting the decision of United. They've already said they're not going to do it. Just go. I think this is a United. Yeah, this is reporting from a United. This is a United aligned account. Olise is waiting at the decision of United, as his preferred move is Old Trafford. Yeah. Palace have offered him a new contract. I think this is house dog, in my opinion. Absolute house dog. I don't believe that because it's a United aligned account, and of course, will speak in favor of United, and that's just my opinion anyway. Let's see anything else. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Yeah, because we're still subscribed, and our subscription ends at the end of the month, so we're there. Long time, some Kayla, Chris. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. How you doing? I hope you're good. Who's wrestling here? Well done, coach. Don't give him credit. But here's the thing: we're subscribed, and even if you cancel your subscription, you have to finish the month. I'm waiting for something. Vic, okay, there you go. Vic did share something here. And I'm going to go to that because it gives us a good idea. Why I'm going to use this for general. I'm going to use this to do this group thing. I'm going to use it to do a transfer, live transfer news on the other channel. I think it will be excellent. I like it. It helps a lot, and you can actually select one club and click it. Like for instance, here he has there's news about Martinelli injured, West Ham. Just click it, and that would be excellent. Let me go to this guy right now. Okay, an update here. 120% of 100. Does that mean Olise wants 220K a week? That will mess up the wage structure at Chelsea. Whether we pay him that, I honestly do not know. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with 25 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. And Kim, so nice to see you. So, any updates here on the 19-year-old? Still, Chelsea have genuine interest in Argentinian centre back Aaron Anselmino. They are in the race, and also I think we've addressed that actually. Okay, Copa America starts tonight. Okay, Jamie O'Hara. I don't know what he wants to say. Okay, that is politics, and I'm just gonna move away from that. But this one is good. It says, according to Fabrizio Romano, Atletico Madrid really want to keep the player Serhou Omorodion, and they believe he can do fantastically next season under Diego Simeone. But with Chelsea, we never know what could happen, and they could attack the situation again with contacts still taking place between the two clubs, the selling club and the buying club. Branco, Brazil's youth coordinator, I think we've addressed that one on also. There's nothing else, probably. We should be rounding up soon, in my opinion. So if you're on the chat, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Nothing new has emerged, which means we'll be rounding up soon. No questions in the chat. If you have any questions, drop it. 24 more likes to get it to 100. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I don't see that happening. If it does, I'll be shocked. Let's see. Kimso, nice to see you. And Sam Kalo Chris says, you know what, bro? Let's just go get a Serhou Guirassy. Do I think we'd get him? Rumors are we're interested. I don't know. I like him, and he's cheap in the market. Yep. Low risk. It does not work. We can sell him. I'm not sure about selling him if it doesn't work. Isn't he? How old is he? Guirassy, isn't he 28? I'm not sure about selling him if it doesn't work out, but I think he would do well. Low risk, and he's an excellent finisher. As long as you can create the chances for him, I think he'd put them away. Let me see. Guirassy age. We've talked about him enough this week that I shouldn't forget his name as I'm doing. Guirassy age. I said 28. I think probably around that. Yep, 28. Yeah, so it's not any younger. Forget about selling value. Olise thinking is Mbappe. Well, he's good. He's an excellent player in my opinion. So Omorodion Lukaku 2.0. I think he has a lot more to his game. We're not giving Olise that much lower, but incentives. Yeah, I think he will be heavily incentivized. That's just my opinion. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with 24 more likes to get it to 100. Yeah, Guirassy is 28. Let me check to confirm. I don't know why this isn't loaded. Yep, Guirassy is 28. I think so. But check, I could be wrong. It says watching Sesko in this game today for Slovenia. I don't get the hype about him. I don't judge players like that. Maybe at club level he's surrounded by better players, leading to him. You can say come here. Yeah, I said 28. Yeah, Guirassy is 28. Yeah, I think so. This isn't loading to confirm. Okay. A big up to you too, Water, Samu Diame. Water? Not even Water. Water Samu Diame, I'm guessing from Bendel. But nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. No, you're not wrong. He's 28. But he's an excellent finisher. Ice cold in front of goal. He can shoot with power. He can shoot with finesse. But he's an intelligent player too. I appreciate his footballing intelligence. I like him so much. I think I can rightly say that I was the first person that started talking about us going for him on the show. Maybe others have talked about him somewhere. That was last transfer window, actually. Yeah, but my concern at the time was that probably the club wouldn't be looking to have two top African strikers that once AFCON comes around will lose them both to AFCON. You see, what's his country again? And let's see, where is he from? I've forgotten. I don't know. I thought you were saying, no, I'm not. No. You're full of it, Ty. Just leave me alone. Keep dropping the likes. Let's see people the likes to go along. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I'm not talking to you. You? No, I'm not talking to you right there. Just leave me alone. 25 more to get it to 100. There's nothing new to talk about. If you've seen anything new, you let me know. 2 minutes ago, Chelsea have, I think we've addressed that one. We've also addressed this one. So I'm going to go to the subscribers window. Yeah, subs. Come on, man. So let me see if there's any exclusive news. That one, Horse Donk. I called it when I saw it. It's absolute nonsense. I don't believe it. That Nicholas Jackson is unhappy. And this one, we've read this one too. Nothing new here, actually. Yeah, interested in Guirassy. Nothing new. They're all old news. All right, people, go and check out and subscribe to Ty's YouTube channel. Let's help him grow. A lot of profile videos that will help you learn how potential Chelsea's potential signings apply themselves on the pitch. Learn about how they play. Yep, if you don't know any of them, then we're not going with that. But you're correct. Yeah. I'm not going there anyway. Keep dropping the likes and showing people the likes to go along with. Nothing new has emerged. Nothing new has emerged. And yeah, let's talk about this. Which was why I said if he accepts Palace offers Zaha 200k a week to say Premier League clubs can afford healthy wages. And I'm saying this, if Olise signs, and if in fact they're offering him a new contract, he signs it, and if he signs it, and they will Wilfred Zaha him, because getting out will not be easy. It will take some extraordinary offer from a club to get them to sell him because of money. I don't like them. It's greed right now. I know they probably got him to sign a new contract. You could say, and his new contract, the current contract that he's on right now, probably more of a loyalty contract. Yeah, more of a loyalty contract, and it just doesn't make sense for them to come back to him and pushing him to sign a new contract. It's greed on their part. If we're to believe they're trying to get him to sign a new contract with a 100 million release clause, it just doesn't make sense. I think he ends up leaving Crystal Palace. I don't think he stays. Yep, keep dropping the likes and showing people the likes. So you go along with 76 likes, 24 more to get it to 100. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen, and we will be rounding up in about 7 minutes or less. Olise accepting a new contract with 100 million release clause. He can say goodbye to his career. Because there's no chance in hell. Yeah, any club will pay that. I don't see that. He'd have to perform at Eden Hazard's level in the 24-25 season for clubs to agree to pay that. Palace wants to keep him, so it's about matching whatever Chelsea offers. So the boy needs to make a decision. Here's the thing: he needs to make a decision, but I don't think it's down to just about them or matching whatever Chelsea offers. And I think we can pay better than them, in my opinion. But probably our offer will be heavily incentivized. But I think he would want to leave Palace now. I think so. I do think for factors I've explained, because this is not a new topic here. We've been talking about this for nearly a month right now. I think he will end up leaving and he will join Chelsea. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Irrespective of what Finidi Judge said, I think that was disrespectful. It makes sense. And is this correct? Is it correct that Finidi Judge that he stepped down? I don't think like it doesn't look like he's he's a good coach. But I think Victor Osimhen, he needs to apologize. Sometimes, had he gone on X and just posted a one line tweet, and that's it. And sometimes you can deliberately post a tweet, make your point clear, and then delete it. Deleting it doesn't differ that much from apologizing in most cases. But he went on a rant on a live Instagram. Was the Instagram show? I think that was too much, in my opinion, irrespective of what Finidi Judge said about him. But I move on. He should be banned, really. Um, okay, I didn't believe that made no sense. Was on 130K, highest Palace ever had. Even now, Olise is highest at the club. Um, we know. I'm not sure who to believe. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Osimhen, very disrespectful. Yeah, I agree. Glad we're not going for him, and for other reasons actually. I don't think he'd do well under Maresca. For him to do well under Maresca would have to change his approach. Do I see that happening? I say no. And if you ask me, not going for Osimhen, I don't think it's down to his Napoli's asking price. I think his profile, for me, more importantly, because you don't want to sign a player and then we ends up experiencing Lukaku 2.0. As much as I think he's a much better player than Lukaku, yeah, it just wouldn't make sense. And Conte will be happy if they end up keeping him. But let's bring the topic back to Chelsea Football Club. Let me see. I'm gonna I have to bring in this window because I'll have to refresh the presentation window to see if anything new has emerged. Zaha agreed much less at Galatasaray, so it made no sense to me. I think it was PR. Possibly, I don't know how much he agreed. I don't know his salary. Let's see. We'll be rounding off in about 3 minutes. If you have anything else you want us to talk about, go ahead and put it in the chat, and I'll try my best to address it. Nothing new has emerged. Doesn't look, but I'm going to check on the Chelsea Dodgers account. How about our flops? Sterling and Mudryk in the left wing. Just need left wings that can be able to play with the team. Mudryk is a flop, bro. That's your opinion. I don't think he is, but you're entitled to your opinion. Yeah, it's as simple as that. I don't think he's a flop. I think a lot of people, and it just seemed as if that's funny, really. People watched their game against who did they play against actually, as if it was the other country against Mudryk, not against Ukraine. And people watched it with so much expectations that they weren't even considering the fact that he was one of Ukraine's best Ukraine's most best rated player after that game. But people will always be people. I don't care. In my opinion, I don't think it's a flop. You have every right to believe that's the case, but for me, no, I don't think so. Oh, okay. This one is gonna get you cracking up in my. I'll get to this one in a bit. You never know. He may well get a chance under the new manager. I will back Mudryk. I did like I did Werner. I said we should never sell Werner because he just needs a good manager that plays to his strengths. I think I agree. Exactly same scenario as Mudryk. Yeah, it's that simple, really. Zaha earns 125k at Galatasaray. So you're telling me he turned down 200k? I don't know, really. I don't know. Okay, here's this. This here shows Malang Sarr. Let me go back to the presentation window. Give me 1 second here. So this shows Malang Sarr IG getting ready for preseason. Yeah, he has to. He has to. You never know if a manager would like to see him. So people, if you don't have any questions, we'll be rounding off right now. So I'm waiting. If not, we'll call it a day. I think it's been an excellent conversation. Yes, and then he turned down 200k at Palace because he wanted to play Champions League football. It is well documented. So that may well be the case to play Champions League football. Yeah, because yeah, chances that may have been the case. I don't know. But that's, by the way, I want to say thank you to all of you. Zubair just joined Sa. He's saying Sa. It's Phil Jones. Well, let's see. It's not just because of that reason. Well, let's see. A PR from Palace, possibly, we don't know. Okay, but that's probably why I want to say thank you to Bobby who joined, was in the chat with us. Again, what did Sameko do? Oh, he used how many emojis? 4 emojis. Sameko, if you're watching, apologies. Nightbot timed you out, I'm guessing, because you used more than 3 emojis. Just use a 3. So by that, again, we've come to the natural end of this particular edition of the show. And I want to say thank you to my brother, Beautiful Game. I can't scream this morning. I'm being cautious with my voice. It's time to bounce, yeah. Time to bounce indeed. Nice to see you, my bro. Temidayo, Lua Rakami. Nice to have you in the chat. And Constantine Dante, captain of the house, Wally Waldo. Thank you, Zubairu. Vic, my bro, I appreciate you. Max also, who was on the panel with me. Ty was also here. Sameko Chris also here. And if I missed your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all. And cheers.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Oh, oh, la, 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 la. years I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Oh, oh, la, 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 la. 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.